Popcorn?
Butter.
Nachos?
Cheese.
Root beer with licorice straw?
Right here.
Hi. Hello.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Ready to Start the Podcast, the only animation podcast news show on the internet where you can get some animation news about your favorite shows and learn a little bit about life, love, laughter on the way here. I'm joined by my wonderful goes here today. Say hello, Ryan Ribbity. Say hello.
Hi, I'm Ryan Rippity.
And it's not just Ryan Ribbity. We also got the Pilky Rose, Rosa64. Rosa, say hello.
Hi, hello. I am the Pilky Rose. I am in Peach's basement experiencing the horror events.
And of course, our trio of hoes would not be complete without always awake, never asleep, the one you want to keep. It's Painter Seep. Say hello. Hey, what's up? And today we're going to be breaking down some amazing animation news topics for you all today. We're going to have a great show for you tonight. We're going to run with some, what are some of the topics we got going on tonight, Ryan Ribbity?
Like trembling in my seat. There's the Donkey origin story movie. They announced that recently.
All right. Love that animation news. But of course, today we're not alone. We're joined today. We got a special guest coming in all the way from 2024. We've got the crowned Cryptid joining us, breaking down these topics. Say hello, Cryptid.
What the heck is going on, animation gamers? It's time for animation news time.
Now, Cryptid, I want to sit down next to you. You know, some people are saying you're kind of like the underground Nintendo. What do you have to say to like claims like that?
Well, okay, I was actually going to bring that up because my name is Nick, so there is something to
There's
that.
two of them.
Well, can you speak on that? Would you like to address some of the you know? So you two must have a lot to talk about. Well, why don't we bring in right now? We got Nintendo backstage behind a secret curtain where he can't hear anything that we're saying. And we're going to bring him out right now. Say hello, Nintendo. Where's the Nintendo cue? I just did the cue. Hello? Is he not? Wait, Ryan, he's here, right?
That bad?
Wait, Rosa, who called the Uber for him? It was you, right, Rosa? We scheduled that. Nintendo was gonna he was gonna come. He was gonna be backstage. Don't we have like lights people? Like
What?
Isn't he supposed to be here? Why did? Wait, shouldn't someone have like told us that he's not here right now? Like,
Wait, I didn't know this was a thing. When did you plan this?
what? We've been talking about this for weeks. That's why it took like an extra. No, that's why it took an extra week to do this episode.
Did you put it in the group chat? Like the iMessage group chat?
I swear to God, I did. Pull it up.
No. The last thing we were talking about there was like the tax. It was like the tax we were having to pay for like the theater recently. I didn't see anything on Nintendo.
It was the group chat. No. It was the group chat with my non-binary friend Soup, and Nintendo was also in that. That's the one where we planned that, right?
Wait, you're talking, so not the...
Scroll up, it's above the Shrexel. It's above the announcement of the Shrexel arriving at Universal Studios Hollywood. It's above that.
Okay.
Right? Where is it?
All I see is it's total James sweep.
Definitely before that. But it's after the green Sonic.exe plush.
Are you thinking about maybe maybe you actually put in the group chat, it's the same group chat, but except instead of Nintendo, it's like not Nintendo, it's just us and Soup. Maybe it's that one. Or maybe it's something, maybe you actually threw it to the group chat we have with us three in Bizabasau. That's another group chat we have. Or maybe it ended up like, maybe it ended up like one of our like business like group chats.
Are you serious right now? Wait a second. Wait, what? I had this whole bit plan. I was doing the whole voice and everything. We were interviewing Nick the Cryptid, talking about Nintendo, and it was like the perfect segue, the perfect cue to bring him in here. Is he not here?
No, I don't think he's here. It's like Sunday night. I think he's like at church.
Dang it! Oh God, that's right. Why did we do this on? Wait, shoot. What did I tell him? Let me check my DMs. I told him Sunday. I told him Sunday, July 12th, the day after Free Slurpee Day at 7-Eleven. Hold on. Bear with me, everybody. Bear with me. It's us talking about Sally Acorn. Let's see. is me posting this BMO picture book.
See, you know we're live right now. You're just like you're reading off your DMs.
I know. I'm sorry. The show must go on. I know, but like I'm just trying to make sure. I'm so. I don't think I'd be able to focus tonight.
Yeah, I just feel like I think at some point you just got to give it up, brother. I mean, like,
okay, all right, whatever.
We're like multiple minutes of the show. I know this is a thing you were clearly proud of, but it did. I think sometimes it's accept defeat.
All right. The show must go on. I gotta end it. I just gotta if we just keep going on, if we keep trucking and just keep being funny, keep being ourselves, and no one's ever gonna realize that nothing went wrong. Okay, that's okay. Sure, that's fine. Well, Brian, what are some of the topics we have going on today? Because it's been like, it's been like forever since we did it. It's been like 8 weeks since the last episode we did. Right? That was our special, like live and in person, like with the face cam on episode. Are we ever doing? Should we do that again? We should do one of those again.
You think so?
Right now, everybody, turn on your cameras right now.
Oh, I'm so good, actually.
No, okay. What are some of the topics we got right now?
We like I mentioned earlier, there's the Donkey Origin movie from Shrek. That's huge news. Mario Kart Tour has shut down. Going to be shutting down. That'll be fun to talk about. Minions and Monsters that hits the silver screen to rave reviews. We're going to be talking a little bit about that. And then, sorry, what's the last thing? Adventure Time. There's a lot of Adventure Time news.
Yeah, that's kind of a really big one.
And we're going to be talking about that. So yeah,
breaking down those topics.
And maybe a few other fun things here and there.
Okay. I'm feeling like. I'm kind of calming down. It's kind of a chill, like normal episode today, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even with all that, even after like all the now that the dust has settled on my poor like plans, I think we're just gonna chill out and we're just gonna talk about like some like cartoon stuff, right?
Yeah. What if we all just start like, whoa, let's all dip our feet into like our pool with like glowing lights at the bottom of it, and we're all like, waiter, bring over the drinks and the martinis.
Oh, like we're cracking over like we're cracking open cold ones. We got like the podcast stuff. We got our like big microphones with like the big like what are the big arms?
Yeah,
like hanging over the pool water. We got like a floaty with nachos in it. Floating by.
And we have like hats and T-shirts with like our logos on it.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. And the water's bubbling. It's like a hot tub type pool thing, right?
Yes.
I do actually have a cold one to crack open. I don't know if this is gonna come off on the microphone.
Whoa!
Oh my god, that was Chris. Hold on. Someone called the Hollywood Library. That was like clean. I'm kind of thirsty right now after hearing.
Oh, there we go. Not sponsored.
not sponsored by beverage. The concept of sealed beverage. Wow. That one was for free. So if you want to hit us up, like Coca-Cola, freaking Dr. Pepper, any one of them, Budweiser, Bud Light, Air Bud.
What's the one that was in trouble for putting the rainbow on the can? We can do that one.
Yeah, which one was that? I have no idea. Was that Bud Light?
It might have been.
There's like 50 Buds. There's like there's like 2. No, Budweiser is the only one, and Bud Light is a version of Budweiser. Is that right?
Are they related? I never actually realized that.
I think they might be. I don't know. It'd be weird if there was 2 Buds, right? Yeah. I feel like that's because. Well, I guess there's Air Buds. Is there multiple doctors in the soda game? I think it's just Dr. Pepper, right?
No, there's multiple doctors. There's Dr. Perky, Dr. Thunder.
Dr. Thunder.
Thunder.
Yeah, I don't know. I see those at the grocery stores.
Oh, what if?
Yeah.
What if like I'm thinking like Bud beer right now. What if it was like Christmas time? They did like Bud D, the elf drink. They had like the Will Ferrell like on the can in his little outfit.
Okay, hang on. You say that, but I do know that they did make a elf buzzball that was maple pancake flavored.
Oh my god, maple pancake! So he would have loved that.
Bud slop. Okay. Yeah. We should have like pronouns on the screen or something. I'm the only one who has peel back the veil a little. I'm the only one in this call with pronouns in my name, and that's because I think the pronouns went away when Ryan changed us all to Smurfs and then Minions. But I'm the only one who put the pronouns back. We should like put them on screen, right? That's what like most like we're like a kind of like a wokey kind of a what do they call us, Vocaloids?
We're Vocaloids.
One of those kind of podcasts. They always have...
No, those are the robots that sing.
We should be like the kind of like white progressive millennial type podcast, and we all have like our pronoun. We're all like we should all be like cishet white guys, but we all have our pronouns on the screen, right? We should do that. We should have one episode where that's our gimmick.
Just put Minion on screen for everybody.
That's true.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, well, I feel like Minion is even a bigger part of my identity than my pronouns sometimes.
True. You know what? I'm gonna be like, okay, I'm the guy with like the gem like pendant.
Yeah.
I'm wearing the gemstone pendant. I got the flower crown on. And it doesn't even have to be a pronoun. It could just be like something that just cleanses your spirit. Something that just means a lot to you. Something that just speaks to you. Let's put that on our name tag, right?
You're doing either like the hippie teacher character from a cartoon 20 years ago, or Chester V from Cloudy with the Jets of Meatballs too.
He's like the same thing though. He like meditates and stuff and talks about like he's like the techie version. He's like the tech guy who like sits on a yoga ball and like talks about like chakra and stuff.
Namaste, Flint Lockwood. Namaste.
Minions have pronouns. I actually don't know. We're actually going to get into that a little bit tonight with somebody. What is the first topic we have actually? I don't know what we're vamping like we got nothing to do.
Well,
right?
I think let's start with this. Everyone, not just in the room, but in the chat, in the world, the VOD viewers. What are we all thinking about the upcoming donkey origin movie from Shrek?
Now, why is this a topic today, Ryan? What do you have to say about this, actually? Like, set the stage for us a little bit.
It's just Shrek Mania is back. Let's just get one thing clear here. Shrek Mania is fucking back. They're bringing out the new Shrek one with Zendaya, and now they're doing a donkey movie that's gonna come out like 4 weeks later. Shrek Mania is back, and I think we need to just be ready for it. I guess the big thing to talk about here is like not even like the movie itself, what we think it's gonna do, if it's gonna retcon Donkey's pre-established lore, and we're all gonna get really mad about that on social media. No, what I want to ask is, do you think there'll be a poster of Baby Donkey with big sad eyes? Like there'll be one of those, like there was for Scoob and Garfield.
Definitely, yeah.
That is true. We never got like a baby donkey. We kind of don't know anything about Donkey. He just kind of shows up. We never even see that old bag that was like selling him out to slavery or whatever.
Where did she go?
Oh my god, we're gonna see her again. We are. That's gonna be like, what's her story, right?
Her showing up.
See how like
her showing up again is gonna be like when people ask them to bring Andy back in the Toy Story movies, and it's like, it's Donkey's old lady. Well, imagine what was she been up to? Whoa.
So yeah. Let's see. So this film is currently slated for June 30th, 2028, which is like close to a year after Shrek 5 releases, which is seems like a very tight window. But I feel like even before like we really started hearing anything concrete about Shrek 5, Eddie Murphy was like saying, he was like going on interviews for like some streaming movie. It was like a sequel to one of his older movies. I don't even remember which one, but he was doing like a press junket, and he was like, "There's going to be a donkey movie. We're going to do a donkey."
I do remember this. Yes, I do remember him saying that.
Right. So there's a chance that this has been in development for a while, and this is just like they've kind of been concurrently working on Shrek 5 and the donkey movie time, which makes me wonder, how will these stack up tonally?
Mm-hmm.
Like, could this be a very because the other kind of spin-off series we have in the Shrek universe is of course Puss in Boots.
Yes,
and I think that one has more than proved itself as kind of a distinct pillar of the Shrek universe with The Last Wish. Like, people really love that one, and it's kind of got its own sense of style and everything. It really justifies itself. So I wonder, like, what will they have for Donkey? I guess I guess that's why we're here. We're kind of like, we're gonna sit down and brainstorm, kind of crack open a few cold ones. We're gonna be sitting in like the hot tub with like the lights. Yeah. We're gonna be talking about like what are they gonna do to justify like donkeys? What's gonna make us interested in seeing the quote origin story of how a donkey became donkey?
Water's cold.
I guess the first thing to ask here, where we start, step one of the process here. Have they clarified anything about Donkey's story before? Has he ever mentioned like a past, like a family at all, you think? I'm trying to like rack my brain. Is there like a donkey story? Like is there like elements of Donkey the character we know about that have like been offhandedly mentioned that like are going to be like brought up if this movie is like accurate to them? Like like how in like Monsters Inc. he goes, "Human genocide looks just like the 3rd grade," and I was like, "Oh no, they can't make Monsters University because he said that in Monsters Inc." Is there like any like offhanded Donkey line I was going to start pretending they really care about when this movie comes out?
I think there is one. There is one.
Yes. Okay.
It's in Shrek the Third. He like talks about how he was like bullied in high school or something, right?
Okay. So step one, we need to see Donkey in high school, or else it's gonna be an outrage.
Yeah. That's the first thing you better not screw up.
Do you, okay, I guess question 2 to ask: do you think he's always been a donkey, or is this like a he gets turned into a donkey movie? What are you feeling?
I mean, that's the famous like fan theory, right? Have we all heard this one? All of us in like the hot tub jacuzzi like pool.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. I haven't heard.
You haven't, Nick. Okay, let me break it. So the idea is that the theory is kind of based on Pinocchio, like the Disney's Pinocchio, where they all go to all the little boys get to go to Pleasure Island and they turn into donkeys.
Mm-hmm.
I think there's a whole like Matt Pet video that covers this too.
Of course.
Where the theory is that Donkey he used to be a human, and that's why he can talk, even though he's never mentioned being a human. But he mentions going to school, so normal donkeys don't usually go to school, right?
That's true. I'm trying to. I'm. If you want to stay accurate to the Shrek canon, which I know they will, obviously, he has to be in high school somehow. But like, hold on. If he was a lost boy though, wouldn't he be like a little baby child when he was turned to a donkey? Like, did he make it to high school as a human being, you think?
I mean, I think that's what people would assume. That's what they kind of suppose, right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe for a while. Oh my god. Maybe he had like a Princess Fiona's curse kind of thing, where he would turn into a donkey, like after Ellen. And it was his horrible secret that he had to hide.
All right.
That he fell in love with like a beautiful donkey woman, long lost. Maybe he has like an old flame or something.
Okay. Yeah, I know. I'm liking this, and it can be like tragic. Like he gets like he thinks he finds love, but since he ends up with dragon, things are about to not end well here with him and female donkey.
Oh yeah. Maybe like dragon is like worried that. Like because he wants to like rekindle with this old like.
Oh yeah, maybe it's just like it's like a wraparound thing. Like it's like half in the present, half in the past. Like there's like some donkey segments in the current state of the Shrekiverse where he's with his beautiful dragon wife, and then he'll flash back to the past, like Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and like he'll have like a trauma, like he'll have like something like initiate his trauma, and when that happens, he like flashes back to like his youth, and like we get to experience like what caused this trauma for Donkey, why he's having like these flashbacks. I think that'd be really cool to learn more about Donkey's trauma.
I love like this comment. What the online reaction would be if they made human Donkey a white guy. I actually kind of love that.
I was thinking that would it be like a grim thing where they wouldn't want to imply a black guy got sold. So they would have to like make Eddie Murphy voicing a white guy who got turned into a donkey.
Yeah. No, I love the Billy and Mandy episode where Grim gets turned into a human, and he's just like he's a white guy with like a Grim shaped head. Yes, because they were like, oh, we can't do an episode where we like imply a black guy is like being like a slave. They got to do that with Donkey. They have like Eddie. They designed a beautiful Illumination white man for Eddie Murphy to play with his voice coming out of. He could do it. He's multi-talented. He's done it before, right? Hasn't he? I don't know. He's done so many movies where he's like wearing a costume, and he's been a woman before. He's been fat before. He can do anything. Now he can do it. He's kind of like the man of 1,000 hats or whatever, right? Eddie Murphy will become white this summer. Yeah. Oh man, we have to see the Dronkies. I think they're gonna be like grown up though. How big do you think the Dronkies get? Oh, that's
pretty big.
You think so?
I think it's pretty big. Yeah, maybe not as big as a dragon, but bigger than a donkey.
They could be like horse sized. That'd be kind of funny. They could all be varying sizes, maybe. Maybe there's even less of them now. Remember when they like removed one of them between movies.
I do. It's funny you say that. Shrek 6, 5. Which one are we on? 5. Shrek 5
yes.
has a picture of them in the background, and all 6 of them are there. Whatever one went missing has returned.
Okay, or maybe that's from back when, before that one got like eaten by the others or whatever.
Oh my god. No, but they're all grown up though. They're all grown up in this.
They're grown up.
Yeah, have you not seen this? This is in the trailer, like in the background for like 1 second. Hold
No,
on.
we reacted to the trailer and you never pointed this out to me.
I didn't see it until recently, but it's in the background of the trailer.
What the hell is this? This is not real.
It is real. This
is real?
I'll go find
What the hell is it?
It does look very not real, but I believe it.
No, it's in the trailer. I saw it in the trailer. Let me go find it again. In the trailer.
This is scary.
I did think, I will be honest, and it's horrible to say. It's just terrible to say. I didn't see this in the trailer for the first time. I saw it. I did think this was like AI generated or something.
Because it's like the sharpened, like it's got like the TikTok filter over it.
Yeah,
it's like a low res, so it's like
the donkeys.
It's just like cut in.
The donkeys look like they're kind of like fusing together a little bit. Was part of it too. No, but I could definitively show you. It does show up in this trailer. Here, it's right here. I'll put it on screen
I guess
too.
They would look like that. I don't like them though.
You don't like them?
I don't know. This image is like very like they have up the this is like when you go on Scott Cawthon's website to see like the secret text behind Night of Foxy. It's like upscaled and like up-resed.
I guess they did do that. Maybe that's part of why it looks a little weird.
Yeah.
What? Okay, so what don't you like about them? So, do you think it's bad they look more like Donkey than their mom, you think?
I mean, I don't think it's bad. It's just I just didn't imagine that. But like logic would follow. Like they're not just gonna look. I think it would be worse if they were just like the babies, but like bigger.
Yeah.
They would,
maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe it's kind of beautiful. It's like kind of making you like embrace the reality of like the future is coming and you can't predict it. Like really, like you never considered before what Donkey's beautiful donkey babies would look like grown up, and now
they're all voiced by Eddie Murphy.
That would be really good. I would like that. It's like Marty the zebra in Madagascar too, with all the zebras.
Okay, the Donkey movie should just repeat the plot of whatever the Shrek 5 movie is going to be, but just with Donkey and his kids as the main characters.
One of the drunkies goes. That would be really good. One of the drunkies goes to like the city, and they have to go chase after them, and he brings like a C tier sidekick with like the blind mice or something.
Right, yeah. Yeah, that'd be pretty good.
Well, it could be like a companion movie, like we don't see Donkey for much of Shrek 5, and then the Donkey movie is what he was doing during Shrek 5.
That would be a huge risk.
Just like Kamen Rider.
I will be honest. That trailer made me think we're gonna see a lot of Donkey in this movie. I think he just might be a
Donkey was kind of all up.
Yeah, I think he just might be a fucking narcissist.
Yeah, we might have like a big donkey fatigue problem happening though. Like, do you predict that on the horizon? Do you think people will be like, that is enough donkey?
It's just too much donkey. I've had enough of him.
That is the risk you run with like comic relief type characters and these sorts of things.
Right.
Where like you just get too much of them. Where previously they were good in doses. And like supplying an emotional story.
I do think there's a point to be made. Donkey's a character they like really continued to amp up throughout like the movies. I would say like Shrek 1, he's like silly, but I would say he's like fairly subdued in that one, honestly. Like there's a lot of scenes in that where he kind of stops and just talks with Shrek fairly calmly.
Yeah, he's not like crazy. He's not out of his mind. He has like some kind of internality to him.
Yeah, but even like Shrek 2, like God bless, I love it. He's starting to get like a lot more like loud and like mocking of Shrek a little bit. And then like by Shrek 3 and 4, he's very much like the cartoon sidekick. Maybe if they rail him back a bit, maybe we're going back to like Shrek 1 Donkey, where he's like a very understanding, like unjudgmental. We're going back to like a softer, kinder Donkey for like this Donkey movie. But then again, I will say I was watching that Shrek 5 trailer. Donkey's very much in Donkey mode in that trailer. So I don't know.
Yeah, he's full donk. He's real donked up in that one.
Let me ask you real quick. You were dissing on the donkey babies. Do you dislike them or Shrek's two horrible children more? His two horrible sons.
I don't know. I guess Look, Shrek's sons.
His
they kind
horrible
of have their
sons.
own. I feel like you can tell Shrek's horrible sons were more designed to kind of be their own characters a bit more than the donkeys, which are clearly just like, I don't know if they're even going to get like a minute of screen time in this movie. Like this image might be the only time we actually see them in this. So I feel like a lot less care was put into making them look distinct. Shrek's sons are they're a little horrible.
They look so much like coworkers I've had that say like bruh, like for real, like actually they go like bruh, dad, bruh, what are you doing, bruh? Wait, bruh, I'm trying to watch stuff on Swamp Talk, bruh.
They look like they're your 19-year-old coworker who's saying he's going to take growth hormones to get taller, and he's also asking you like if you know what the black pill is.
Bruh, have you seen this crazy bruh, I was on the talk the other day, bruh.
Bro, this like YouTube short is so crazy, dude. You gotta check this out.
Shoves it in your face, and it's like AI Mickey like saying like horrible things, and he's like waiting for you to laugh, and you don't do so. It's a comfortable situation. That's both. But imagine both the Shrek sons doing it at the same time with two separate phones, shoving them both in your face.
Do you think they're gonna have like little magic mirrors?
Absolutely.
They talk
We're the Beast Gaze. Sure, yeah. I want to be like Mr. Beast. I want to make that money.
Ever since they were what?
Hold on, everyone! I'm not grabbing the ship. Hold on. Mr. Beast's cameo in Shrek 5 where he plays a character named Mr. Beast, and it cuts to like a parody of like Beast or Beauty and the Beast, and he's like doing Mr. Beast stuff though.
Okay.
That
has something, right?
That'd be good.
Topical. It works.
He does the pose too.
Yeah, the famous Mr. Beast pose.
Yes, the smile and everything. That'd be good.
Yeah, I guess that'd be good. I don't know. I guess so. I don't know, I guess.
What? You didn't like it?
Would it be funnier if he wasn't played by Mr. Beast? So you could just be really mean about it?
It's probably like Eric Bauza or some shit. Jeff Bennett or something, like one of those guys just came in to do the role.
Check out this video. Check out this illusion on my magical mirror.
That would be...
ever since they released the eye mirror. Oh, kids are always they're so distracted. Look at that, they're cranking their neck downward, looking at their magic mirror instead of like look at both ways.
You do a really good DreamWorks Kids YouTube channel Shrek voice.
Thank you.
I forgot about that thing.
No, yeah, the famous understudy Shrek for Peacock Kids.
I'm leaving to the right. Who's pulling the strings?
I'm not an elf. Why should I pay for elf care? No, God bless him.
What are the goats?
Him in the Kung Fu Panda ride at Universal Studios.
We're doing a Kung Fu Panda ride.
I think we should call it the Shrek ride.
No, I'm thinking it's a How to Train Your Dragon ride, actually, Dad.
I was kind of pondering the other day, like, I wonder how Shrek is going to be like written in Shrek 5. Like how I wonder how they approach writing Shrek in the current day, you know? Because I feel like it's like, you know, in universe and in real life, it's kind of like so far removed from that original Shrek movie. Like freaking like 20 years have passed in universe or whatever.
Yes.
And I don't know, I just wonder what is it that like defines Shrek as a character? That like what are the things that kind of make Shrek who he is? And like what in the writer's room do they say like, oh, this is what Shrek would say. Shrek wouldn't say this, but Shrek would do that. Because I don't know. Because when I was watching, when they re-released the original Shrek movie, I thought it was kind of interesting the way they approached him. Because it's just kind of a very standalone story. But you can tell that he kind of has this undercurrent of like, I don't know. He's kind of a jokester. He kind of wants to be liked. So he's always like cracking wise jokes that no one else but him really laughs at.
You think he's
kind of defined by his loneliness in that? Right. He's doing it so much in that movie. But now he's like a dad with like a family. And I don't know. I just wonder. I guess that's always kind of the thing with these legacy sequels. Maybe that take place so long after the original.
Maybe we'll make it like dad jokes now or something.
Yeah, maybe. So far the vibe I get from him is just like he's just like constantly like disgusted and confused by everything. Like he's just kind of like scoffing and scowling, like, oh, what's going on? That's kind of how I view like current Shrek, based on like all the marketing.
That
material.
just makes me think of the new norm, which is not a good thing to think of.
That is not.
He should be more King of the Hill.
It should be more King of the Hill. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That ogre ain't right. I'll tell you what. They should do that.
Dad, I'm your oldest son, Dad.
Well, they're all the triplets, so.
Maybe it's like I feel like Shrek 4 isn't kind of a complaint of Shrek 4 that Shrek was like too mean. You know that like the whole plot of that movie is that he's like, I hate my life.
Yeah, I do remember.
That, like, people don't want that.
I do remember a critique of that movie back in the day. I don't know about as much now. Was that there's like a scene where he's like particularly like he says something like really like rude to Fiona. I heard like people like really not liking that he said that back in the day. I don't know how people feel about it now. I don't remember what he said. It's just like he says something.
It's something like he wishes like, you know, oh, I wish I never saved you from that tower, something like that.
Yeah, he says something like that. I remember like people like really taken aback by that. Back in the
heated swamp moment
when it came out. I guess he can't be too mean now. Like you like I guess
but you know, people were also complaining when Shrek 3 was coming out that Shrek was just like a dad guy now. Like there was so much merch of him like waffles and stuff, like hugging his kids. And it's just like, what is this guy now? He's just like a cuddly, soft guy who like doesn't really yell at people. It's probably a balancing act. Maybe Shrek just wants to be left alone now.
Maybe we need to find the perfect balance of like he doesn't hate his wife and like he won't be like put on like a waffle, right?
Okay.
The perfect balance of in between that.
In between waffle and like marital dispute.
Yeah.
He has to love his wife, but he has to be like a little snappy. Right? He has to be a little snippy.
Maybe he should like kill one of like his like wacky side characters by accident and like not really care that much. Right? It's like you
just like step on Gingy.
I thought you were going to kill one of his sons. I was like, what movie were we watching?
No, I think you can't kill Gingy. He's too valuable. I think he should step in one of the three blind mice and just go, ooh, and like not really care that they're dead. Just kind of like swipe them away and then keep walking. That's like an edge, you know?
And then later you see them like holding like a little like funeral. The other two blind mice. Because he probably doesn't really care about them at all. I barely care about them. What do? All they do is like, oh, we're blind. We're blind. We're three blind mice. We can't see.
Do you think Shrek likes any of those guys at all? Like, he definitely likes Puss and Donkey, obviously. I think it's not hard to deduce that, like, despite everything, Donkey is a dear friend to him, and Puss is someone that, like, is always there for him. Do you think he likes, like, Pinocchio and Gingy and all those guys, though, that much? Like,
listen, okay, let's go one by one. Pinocchio... That's a mixed bag. I feel like
Pinocchio is kind of annoying. Like as a character.
Pinocchio is you know, when you need him, he was there to help out. He lied when he had to. You know.
Yeah, I think he's like a funny character, but I can imagine Shrek himself.
Shrek doesn't hate him. He's like, yeah, you know, I'm chill with
Gingy.
Mm-hmm.
I think he likes Gingy. I'm thinking about like Shrek 2. And Shrek 2, like like Gingy helps him out a good bit. Like Gingy's kind of like the leader of the pack. I think he's got a good connection with Gingy.
He does save Gingy's life too.
You know who I think? I think whoever helped him out in 2 are like his best friends.
So that's everyone except the three blind mice because they don't do anything in that scene.
They really don't. He only likes he doesn't like them because they're not useful to him. Shrek is stable.
The thing is, no. No, I think the three blind mice did help out with the unlocking the block, didn't they?
Did they? I don't remember what they did.
I literally don't remember. All I remember is them. They just always fall over because they're like stupid and blind people are like.
They had to done. They probably done something. I don't know. They're all ride or die for Shrek.
Rose is desperately trying to justify that Shrek likes the three blind mice characters. Oh,
listen, let me check if they don't have never done anything for Shrek, then
have they talked to him ever? Has there been like a scene where they talked to any of the main characters ever? I'm like thinking about that right now.
Someone's saying Shrek asked where the mice were and scared Shrekless. In what way was he asking? Was he just like confused, or was he like concerned? Are they safe? I haven't seen them in a while. They can't be out here alone. It's dark.
If something happens to my 3 little friends, I wouldn't forgive myself.
Someone did ask, do you think they'll keep the cross? We're not even talking about the Donkey movie anymore, by the way. Someone asked, do we have anything else to say about the Donkey movie, actually?
No.
Nick, do you have anything?
No.
Okay. Someone asked, do you think they'll keep the cross-dressing wolf? I think they will, but they'll like in a kind of in a peace treaty to the LGBT community. I think they're gonna be like voiced by like a famous like gay / transgender person.
I think so. Yeah, I think like we've kind of like waved the storm or like people's maybe iffy connection with drag. Drag is like cool and woke now. I think like him like showing up like dressed like that, it's just gonna be cool as long as they're cool about it.
Yeah, he's gonna be like wearing like he's gonna have like painted nails.
There we go.
Like eyeshadow.
Oh, he's gonna have like a big sexy boyfriend character now or something.
Him and the ugly stepsister, voiced by Larry King, rest in peace, are gonna be like twerking together, and it's gonna be like empowering.
It's gonna be empowering. That's kind of beautiful though. Like Shrek and the gang, like, you know, say what you want about Doris, the ugly stepsister. Like in universe, they're like all like, oh, that's our friend Doris. Like Shrek, maybe that's the thing. I was like trying to think like, oh, Shrek hates all these annoying freaks. Maybe Shrek welcomes in the unwelcome to his life, right? Like, you know, like Pinocchio and Gingy and the 3 blind mice. Maybe he loves them because like, oh, they know it is to feel different too. And I think maybe that's like beautiful.
He'll be doing drag wolf story time.
Now, okay, I researched. I did a bit of research.
Okay.
The 3 blind mice has never been around for like special occasions for Shrek and his family.
Like they weren't at his wedding. They were at the wedding though, right? Were they not?
They were.
They were at the wedding, but they weren't at the baby shower. They weren't there to save Shrek.
Maybe they just got lost on the way.
Maybe he doesn't actually like them. Maybe he's like, Gingy.
No, it's not that he doesn't like them. It's like the blind mice doesn't like everyone.
They should like confirm like that quietly off screen, like one of these fairy tale characters has passed away.
It should be one of the 3 blind mice. There should just be 2 of them now.
It honestly should be. I think those are the characters you do that with. Like you don't really need 3 of them. Like
you barely even need 1 of them. Can you name a single joke of the 3 blind mice in these movies besides they like fall over? That's the one joke of the 3 blind mice in Shrek.
So yeah, I think we're all reasonably excited for the Donkey movie, I'd say.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
Talked about it for like half a damn hour.
Wait, the 3 blind mice were there in the breakout.
In the breakout?
Did they do anything?
Kicking the lock?
Yeah, they tried to like blow the cage up with dynamite. They just failed.
They just failed. So they failed. And contributed.
They tried. That's the thing.
I guess they tried. That counts for something. They tried once and never again.
They were there at the funeral.
Fiona's dad?
Yeah.
Why were they there?
Okay. I mean, he's like a massively prominent political figure.
But he's also Shrek's father-in-law.
I guess that's true.
So, but
do you think they were there for Shrek specifically, like the support, like the 3 blind mice comforted him after the funeral?
I don't know.
They were there. Yeah, you know, Shrek and Fiona. You know, it's not just Shrek. There's also Fiona. You know, they're there. Everyone was there.
Why you are so defensive of the 3?
Listen,
you know
listen. I just want to be clear. I just want to make it clear.
So I just saw the shot of all Shrek's like fucking fairy tale friends at the king's funeral. It's so funny they're here. Look at them in this picture.
Oh my god.
That's so sad.
Why is the wolf given like the Doge face? You see
this looks like one of those like DeviantArt like, you know, crossover sad pictures.
What is it? Dr. Fauci has been diagnosed with COVID-19.
John, King Herod is dead now, John. Yeah, he lived his like last years as a frog. Yeah, that is so sad.
This tongue is very not gluten. Oh no. What a deeply unserious film.
It's really good they're all there. It's really good the three little pigs are at this funeral. They could get away with like maybe Gingy and Pinocchio being here. I love that they're all here though.
Lindsey Graham has passed away at 73. That's the caption.
Live and let die. Why did they play that song?
I don't know. It's a beautiful song, I guess.
Well, that was fun. You want to talk about another baby movie real quick before we get into other baby movies?
Another baby topic.
What did we all think of the Angry Birds movie 3 trailer with awesome piss humor? We have to talk about the piss scene at least.
Okay, Nick the Cryptid, did you watch the Angry Birds 3 trailer?
No, I did not.
Go ahead and do it right now.
All right. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead and do it right now. We will wait for you.
Someone in chat did point out that it's a good. It's called a dad slop, like this versus Shrek. Like there's just both movies that are probably helmed by like people who are fathers now. And like I want to do some like dad humor. Like this is what my life is now. I'm a dad now. Let's do like dad humor. Let's see what it's like raising a teenager. Because the trailer for Angry Birds 3 has arrived, and it pretty much entirely focuses on Red trying to raise his 3 kids. He has 3 kids, right? There's like a baby.
Yes.
There's the teenage girl and there's a teenage boy. And the trailer's about him trying to raise them. We got wacky humor about like, oh, it's such like, what do you call it? Like dad sitting humor. It's like, oh, dad has to take care of the kids, but like wacky stuff happens. Like that one, Ryan, did you ever see the trailer for that one movie? You know what I'm talking about?
I think so.
It came out this year.
It's like mom leaves and dad has to be the one to take care of the kids.
It's like kind of like a C-list comedian like vanity vehicle, where like this guy like directed and wrote and like starred in this movie where he has to raise his 3 girls, but he's a dad, so he like doesn't know how to do anything.
Yes, I did see the trailer for that one.
Yeah, it's kind of giving that. It's giving that. It's serving that a little bit. Yeah, and that's kind of all that we don't even see the pigs. The green pigs.
Yeah, so I don't think who is Bill Hader? Bill Hader pig is in this movie at all. Which is already like minus 4 points for this movie, I think. Like I don't know if this movie like I don't know how I could survive without I mean, did they even call him? Why is he not in this? He's like, what's going on here?
Well, he's doing Cat in the Hat. He's busy like rolling out of bed in his spaghetti stained shirt, voicing for Cat in the Hat. Like you want to pick up lines for Cat in the Hat after it's like 6 rewrites that it's gone through, I think.
Yes. I would say the most notable thing of this trailer to us is probably its like revolutionary pee joke.
Right.
Which is a really damning sentence you just said, Ryan.
Yeah, so the Angry Birds movies, in case you weren't aware, they really like upping the ante on their pee humor in this. Like it's kind of a series tradition. First one had like the Mighty Eagle peeing in like the pond that like Chuck and Bomb were like drinking out of in the first one. Second one had the awesome scene where like they're in the costume pretending to pee, so they won't get caught, and Chuck the Angry Bird like makes like a bunch of epic pee streams. This third one is up the ante. Now we're on the baby pee. And the
baby.
Yeah, so the baby is peeing. So first off, you got a baby, there's gonna be a little wee wee.
Can we break down the urination scene in the Angry Birds 3 trailer? Can we do like a play-by-play right now?
Yeah, there's like an
visuals.
Can you load the Google slideshow, Ryan, that we've done on this scene?
So yeah, the baby drinks the soda, which is not supposed to. It goes crazy drinking all this soda, and then they try to cover the pee. They put like one of those water like strainers over it.
Yeah, like the pasta collar.
The pasta, yes, and then it makes the pee stream like splurt out like a fountain and go all over the room, which is like that's like out of the box thinking. You got ahead of them. They've really like found a new way to make pee go all over the room.
Yeah, they're not phoning it in.
That's gonna look crazy in 3D as well.
Oh,
I
true.
didn't even think about that. Yes, it's like the pee's like gonna be spraying right at you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Babies pee when they poop, and they poop when they pee, and they cry when they poop. Or that. Yeah. I mean, this is just kind of like this is our first look at it. So maybe there is like more. Do you think there is going to be like a villain and like a story and stuff?
I don't know. This trailer.
You really don't know?
Yeah, somebody said this, and I think it's true. This does like visually like slightly like worse than the previous two, which is interesting. It feels like less rendered than them. Like the lighting's worse and stuff. Like a lot of like it's weird.
We're doing maybe this is like the Kung Fu Panda 4 of Angry Birds movies,
Right.
where they just really scale it back, just way less characters, just way less ambition and visual flair. We're just going back to basics. Like it's just Red, Chuck, and Bomb, and these freaking babies that are peeing everywhere.
That's all anyone's ever wanted. It's just more pee on the birds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it's
I
Sega's fault?
wonder.
Oh, go on.
What?
You think they're gonna have like? Do you think the others don't have kids? Who's gonna have a kid?
I don't know.
Who's gonna have a kid? Because
Is this also is this movie implying like a 13 to 15 year like gap between?
I guess
this
so.
and the
It would
previous
have
one?
to be. He has a kid in high school in this.
It's crazy to end one movie like with like just like a romance subplot, and then the next movie is like he already has like almost fully grown children.
Right.
Yeah, my man.
It's like, yeah, I guess maybe they didn't want to step on. Well, I was gonna say maybe they didn't want to step on Shrek's toes, but they kind of have like a baby character too. Maybe they just wanted to cover like the full breadth of parenthood. Let's just do it all in this one, so that we never have to do it again.
All the possible like children jokes, like baby peeing, teenage daughter on phone, teen boy embarrassed of dad, like the whole gang's here.
Right. Yeah, we could do it all. So that in the next movie, they could just not appear. They could all be in like elementary school.
Well, my kids are off at boarding school right now. What adventure are we going to in this movie?
We're off at boarding school.
Do you think
Boarding school?
we can blame the sharp decline of this movie on Sega? Because this is the first like post Sega Angry Birds movie. Do you think it's their fault? They've taken the soul and beauty of the previous of Angry Birds 2 beautiful baby shark movie, and now they've ruined it. They don't get it. It's all their fault. Yuji Naka did this.
As much as I want to blame Sega, I noticed watching the trailer, and I didn't look into this at all. Like I didn't do any research. Weren't the previous movies under Sony Pictures?
Yes.
And then this one is Paramount?
I think so.
I would not be surprised if Paramount is the one who's cheaping out here.
Yeah, I was joking with Sega, but that does actually sound pretty likely with Paramount.
It's Paramount. I don't know what they're spending their money on. Well, I know what they're spending their money on.
Womp womp.
But I imagine money is pretty tight over there in that sinking ship of a company.
We blew the budget on South Park lawsuit.
Why is Red's teen son embarrassed by him? Didn't he save the island twice? Does Red have a reputation in these movies? Does he command any kind of respect among the birdlings?
I think he does, because they do. That is kind of what happens in the first one. Is he saves the island, on the second one, everyone's like, he's like the hero of the island now. It is a little funny. Like, imagine if your dad stopped a meteorite from hitting Earth, and like everyone loved him for that, and then you were just like, "No, Dad, you're fucking embarrassing."
Honestly, just look at like any celebrity kid that might be like the case.
You know what? That's true.
Jack Black's kids are probably just like, it's freaking dad. It's so embarrassing. Oh my god. Imagine having to be Jack Black's kid like after the Minecraft movie came out.
Hey,
Go to school and stuff.
hey, Johnny, la 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 lava, chicken. That's really funny. yeah, my dad did that. It's true.
Chicken jockey. Oh, dude, can you do it too? Are you good at that? Are you also good at that? Does he say it in real life?
No.
Is he always saying it to you?
No, he's mostly just like trying to get his like.
He makes like dinner for me and stuff.
Yeah.
He just tells me to clean my room and stuff.
Yeah, he's mostly on the phone trying to call Kyle, asking him if we're still cool. Yeah, I don't really hear anything about Chicken Jockey or anything.
He's busy in his Let's Play most of the time. Actually, he's busy in his padded Markiplier office usually now.
Who's the guy who voices Bowser Jr. in the Mario movie?
Benny Safdie.
Yeah,
no, he's just hanging out with Benny most of the time.
Yeah, he's telling Benny that you're like the son I never had.
Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to the PC in this movie and not much else.
Yep. I guess so.
All right,
you already got it. They gave it away in the trailer. What else is there to watch?
I guess so. You could just watch. What are those extended piss? Sometimes trailers cut little bits off, between.
That is true.
Scenes. Maybe if you don't watch it, you'll miss piss moments.
Yeah, you'll miss the moments when all the streams go in everyone's mouth and eyes.
Every character from every movie walks in at once, and they all have their mouths open, and the pee lands in their mouth. And then it becomes a barfing scene, and all the Angry Birds and pigs are barfy all over the room, and they start slipping and sliding on the barf and the pee, and they're knocking into things, bonking each other's heads. It's awesome.
Oh, it keeps streaming until it fills up the whole room, and they're drowning, and then it explodes out of the chimney.
and then the NPC birds on the outside, you see the big shadow looming. That's it's a big shadow, it splats all over Bird Village. And there's a puke piss tsunami.
Yeah. Any other topics today?
Speaking of gaming characters, I want to thank everyone real quick. You guys were the best group of tourists we could have asked for. Mario Kart Tour is shutting down.
Oh. I'm doing the Mario with his hat taken off, solemnly, bowing his head down. Yeah. Why is this a topic, Ryan? I think you're the only person who's played this game.
I just feel like it's probably
the main thing I remember from Mario Kart Tour is that it lies to you about playing online, right?
Yes.
It makes you play with CPUs that have people's usernames.
It does, yes. Yeah. I mean, it's I don't like this game very much, but I feel like it is notable and weird. There's a Mario Kart game that's just gonna be unplayable.
Is it fully you open the app and nothing will load?
Yes, it's just gonna be gone completely.
Why?
I don't know. So when they took down they did the thing with the Animal Crossing app a while back where they took that offline, but they made an offline version of it where you could just play it permanently just without the online features. It was a one-time purchase now. I don't know why they're not doing it for this, and the only thing I can determine is that Mario Kart Tour just did not do very good, so they didn't deem it worth. Animal Crossing was probably doing good enough to warrant something that, but not good enough to keep going. It's a little interesting. The Mario Kart one though, apparently this just seemingly wasn't even doing good enough to warrant that.
I mean, I find that hard to believe though, because I feel like that game was pretty it was actually in service for a pretty long while, wasn't it?
I think a good 4 or 5 years, I want to say. Yeah.
That's a long time for an iPhone app these days. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about the development and running of these games, why they need to be so. Maybe it's just that on a phone service thing. Because phones are always updating, you constantly need to do maintenance on something if you want to keep it playable. And so it's just kind of it's just a measure to prevent any people trying to play it and spending money on it, and then suddenly it doesn't work anymore.
Oh, we also confirmation.
Just forcibly shut it down.
For Rick Moranis. Yeah. It went for 7 years, which is like a long time. So I have a few guesses why they might not be doing it. I think one reason might be the game never had it never really had the structure where like everything was always available at once. Like all the tracks, they would like cycle them in, and maybe like internally they just never programmed a way, and it'd be just too much like a hassle to figure out how to do it to like have every track just available at once, perhaps, and it just was not deemed worth it. Almost all of this game's exclusive tracks, except one, Piranha Plant Pipeline, God Bless the Green Gas Pipe track. They're all in 8, so like everything this game like has that's unique to it is pretty preserved at this point. It's like I guess because technically like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is like the best selling Mario Kart of all time, like one of the top 3 selling games of all time. And then like Mario Kart World is ongoing right now. Maybe they shouldn't deem it like worth the effort for this compared to the Animal Crossing, which shut down kind of in between Animal Crossing games. That's all I can think of. It is interesting.
Yeah, maybe they would rather like people who would play this go and buy like a Nintendo Switch or a Nintendo Switch 2 and like play it that way.
Yeah,
if they really want their Mario fix. Is Super Mario Run still up? I think it is.
It is, right? It is, and it's gotten updated as recently as the Mario Galaxy movie.
Right.
Mario. And it just does like really simple updates.
Yeah, Mario Run is really funny. Like every like twice a year, like when a Mario game comes out, they do like an update for it. Like they'll add like 3 statues based on the most recent game, and then like they'll go back not touching it for 6 months. I think the game is like just a one-time purchase. It's like one of those things where like, they can just kind of leave it like lying pretty easily. Like that has always just been like that. It's like, hey guys, if you still own this game, open it up right now, and you can get the like Mario and Luigi brothership statues in the game right now.
Right. I could see that. Well, I mean, is it down? Is Mario Kart Tour down now?
No,
is it like gone?
You have until September 20th. If you still want to play, you have until September 20th.
You know
How
what?
much did Diddy Kong cost?
$40.
$40?
It's $40.
Is that? What do you mean? It's 40? Like it's $40 to play as Diddy Kong? Like what do you mean?
Like the Diddy Kong pack is $40.
What is in the Diddy Kong pack?
Diddy Kong.
it's
you
don't say.
It's Diddy Kong and then like a bunch of rubies to pull on the gacha. And then like I think like special tickets or something else.
And that's it?
Yeah, you know, it's like in there. It's like around there. You know, it's like in there. You know. It's like in there.
Well, I'll see. I'll report back if it's worth it. I'm gonna be down. You know what? I'm gonna download this game right now. I'm gonna see what all the hype is about. I'm gonna make a YouTube video about it. I bought everything in Mario Kart Tour before the game shut down. Hello guys, it's me, Doco. I'm gonna be playing every single Mario Kart Tour pack before the game shuts down. Because I could do a Doco impression.
Right.
The voice I was doing already sounded like Doco.
I have been rewarded tremendously though for my persistence in not considering Mario Kart Tour a mainline Mario game. You can't even play it now, so I win.
Yeah, now it's no longer in the standing.
Yep, I win.
Now we can no longer consider Mario Kart World Mario Kart 10.
People used to, I don't know if you remember this. This is such like a fucking like gamer dork thing online debate about when like we didn't know Mario Kart World like yet, like we didn't know what it was called, but like we saw it like in the Switch 2 thing they did, like we saw it for like 5 seconds. People were calling it like Mario Kart 9, just like an easy thing to do. And then people were like, it's actually Mario Kart 10, you guys.
Actually, according to this slate of releases, that would be... I don't mean to be a stickler, but this is the 9th sequel.
Right? You know what I'm doing, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
this is the 10th sequel to our original SNES Racer.
Yes.
No, people were like, it's such like fucking like, it's actually Mario Kart 10, guys. Like, no, if you're making like a YouTube video or having a basic discussion, the easiest way to like communicate to people this is the next Mario Kart is Mario Kart 9 because that comes after 8. It's the new one. It's nobody who cares.
Ryan,
yes,
Ryan though. They went from remember when they went from Windows 8 to Windows 10? Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah, maybe it's that kind of situation. Like 9 is just like not a marketable number anyway. No one's gonna buy the game with 9 in it.
Nintendo fans love this thing. They like it's like if you call like the hypothetical next Smash Brothers like Smash 6 it's like an easy thing to go.
Well, actually, it won't be Smash 7. You see, for Smash 3DS and Wii U, I consider separate games. You see.
Yeah, people love. I always say that, and I don't think I even made this up. But it stands true that the best way to like get information about something is to actually it's not to ask for what is correct, but to say something incorrect because people love more than giving like correct information. They love correcting misinformation. You know what I'm saying? Like if someone feels like you're saying something incorrect, they will be so fast to like be there to be like actually to give you the actually. They don't actually care.
Actually, well,
right.
According to my calculations, you're in my way.
Nick the Cryptid, where do you stand on the Mario Kart 9 debacle?
Well, I was going to bring up that it has 2 arcade games as well. So are we including those?
No, see those.
Yeah, okay, Ryan, make the case. Make the case. Right now,
people say those ones don't count. Mario Kart Tour counts though. Now,
why would they say that?
I don't know.
No, okay, no, Ryan, okay, let's treat them and their opinion with dignity. Let's like try to justify why they would think that.
You see, I think my thing is Nintendo will sometimes list a thing as like a mainline game for like very basic like marketing reasons. Like they list Mario Maker as a Super Mario game, like one of the mainline ones. And I think they just do that for like marketing purposes, right? Like it's just like those are like some games they're pushing. It's good to like have those listed as like one of the main ones. Same with like Mario Run, honestly. And then people get like really pedantic about it, like,
well, if you're listing on the mainline Mario games, according to Nintendo's specifications, Mario Maker 1 and 2 would count.
But like if you were having like a discussion about this, you'd probably like talk about like your favorite like Mario like mainline games. Like Mario Maker is like such a different experience, like Super Mario like World and like 3D Land. And, like it wouldn't even matter at a certain point. Like, I wouldn't know how to compare them. I think that's kind of true of Mario Kart 2 a little bit too. It's like I think Nintendo just listed it as like a mainline Mario Kart game because like it was like good for marketing purposes, like make it look like it was like a more of a real game. And then like it got put in 8 Deluxe because it was easy to put those tracks in the game to sell later. I think that's like what it is.
Yeah. I could agree there. What about Mario Kart Live?
Said, what about Home Circuit, Live Home Circuit? Right. We forgot about that.
That one also doesn't count for some reason.
No, that one's literally in real life though. You play that in real life, so I think that should count more than anything.
The guys who made that made Star Fox recently. Did you know that?
Yeah, I didn't. That is true, actually.
That's the same team.
They should have Star Fox like a drone circuit, or like you have like little R-wing drones.
Well, they had that Star Fox like Ubisoft, whatever that was, that crossover game thing.
Yes,
wasn't that just like a little toy that you put on the Skylanders deck?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they should have a new Star Fox game where that's gonna be the new Star Fox game. The first game that isn't a remake of Star Fox 64 is gonna be the game where you fly a drone around your house and hit Dad in the ear.
Oh man, that's when they bring like Uncle Griffey back from Star Fox Guard. Like he's like the tutorial character for like, all right, flying to your dad's ear now. See what happens next.
Oh, that they did have drones in Star Fox Zero, so you could just like make that in real life, right?
Yeah, they did. It was made, but it was. They had Grippy.
Uncle Grippy.
Did have Grippy. Uncle Grippy. I really don't like that.
Well, someone should have commented. Someone at Nintendo America should have said no to that name.
See, Uncle Grippy. That's just. I don't think that really plays well.
Someone needed,
especially Uncle. Like without the Uncle, maybe, but with the Uncle, it's just that's too much.
Uncle Grippy's a pretty bad name. Somebody need to tell them no.
Somebody needed to tell
Starlink.
Miyamoto. Somebody needed to go to like Miyamoto's office where he's playing with his toys.
Starflex stole the humor. Hey, Nintendo. Hey, Sue.
Yeah, hello. Good to see you.
Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. Miyamoto, we can't call this character Uncle Grippy. I think that has some different connotations in the West, which we're marketing to. What's wrong with Grippy, Smithers?
Damn you! Wait a second, Nintendo, get in the call. You're supposed to be here like 45 minutes ago.
We can't do this
That
now.
whole thing. Nick the Cryptid, do your best Nintendo impression. What does he say? He says like today we're counting down the top 10 Western. He doesn't say like we're counting down the top 10 cartoons of 2026. Say that.
We're counting down the top 10 cartoons of 2026.
That's honestly really close, and I know you weren't even trying that hard, but that was kind of close.
I feel
All right,
like
I'll take it.
like you're like scared, trembling in the corner.
Who? Me?
No,
Who?
James.
James?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who?
What? What were we talking about? I've been completely sidelined just now.
Well, we were talking about Mario Kart Tour.
No, clearly.
Rest in peace. It's funny. It's funny that there's like a Mario game that you just can't play anymore. But also, I wasn't really playing it, so this doesn't really affect me that much.
Yeah, but tune in next episode when I do my live update of like where I'm at in Mario Kart because I have just downloaded it onto my iPhone.
Oh my god! Yeah, tell everyone when you pull like I'm trying to think what's like a costume in that game, like Baseball Mario or something.
Right. Yeah. Anyway, are we on to the next topic?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about Adventure Time a little bit now?
Yeah, I think this would be a perfect time to talk about Adventure because we got some Adventure Time topics to get into.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nick,
don't. Yeah, I think this is something that we're all excited to get into here, right?
Yeah, I'm excited too.
Yeah, that's right, Nick. Wait, which Nick is the real Nick?
What the fuck?
Wait. All right, if your name is Nick, raise your hand.
Oh, it's
I'll
raised.
raise my hand. Wait a second.
Hold on a second. Oh my gosh, Nick. Well, I think on this note, now that you're here, Nick the Tendo and Nick the Cryptid, do we want to talk about there's new things happening in the world, in the land of Ooh. We've got a couple things. What are the things we're talking about, Ryan?
Yeah,
there's like two big. Right?
Yeah, there's the new show on new Fridays. For Adventure Time Distant Lands, and there's a spin-off for the I'm so
you stalled so long and got the name wrong.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
No, but don't worry.
Say the right name. Say the right title. It's the new show on say the right title. Say the right title. Distant Lands. Oh, fudge.
But don't worry, adult animation fans. There's also a Marceline and Bubblegum spin-off coming down the pipeline.
Oh. What should we get into first? We should talk about side quests first, right? Because
that's a bit more in order. Yeah,
I think the next you've both seen this show, right?
Yep.
Enough to talk about it. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and I've seen this show, so I'm ready to talk about it.
Yeah, and Nick Tendo talked to us about it in person when we were at Universal
That's
Studios.
Right.
That was fun.
He gave us a live like verbal preview of his video on YouTube, which you
I
should
did.
watch right now.
You did.
I did. It was really funny listening to the episode you guys did about your Universal trip and talking about, man, Nintendo was so nice. It was so cool hanging out with him. It was like the most parasocial this friendship has ever been.
Come on, we just thought you
out with you.
You're just literally nice.
Person.
Yeah, I
And you
appreciate
gave us
it.
gifts.
Oh, come on.
We're your biggest fan. No, thank you for being so nice to us during our fan meetup.
I feel like I'm upstaging the other Nick who you brought on to talk about Adventure Time.
I mean, it does kind of hurt that you both like have the same voice too. So I'm kind of having trouble here.
It's the anonymous male monotone. What can I say?
You both got cartoon. You got resting cartoon reviewer voice.
For sure.
I gotta crank up the energy. I gotta bring it here. Or oh wow! Today we're talking about Adventure Time Distant Lands. I liked. Well, yeah. What do I say in my videos? I don't have like a catchphrase or anything.
You should get one.
Like we're counting down the top 10 worst cartoons.
I'm not Watch Mojo.
You say in no particular order. That's what you had.
In no particular order.
Wait, isn't that what like Rebel Taxi would say? Isn't that his thing?
No.
Oh yeah.
That's what Nintendo would say.
We're just gonna get all the reviewers mixed up together here.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Are you? Wait a minute. I like adjusting like my like elderly glasses. Are you that Pega Rouge feller?
Now, okay, Nick the Cryptid. For everyone here, because it's been a while since you've been on this show, and we didn't even really actually introduce you. I was doing like the jokey thing, I realized, and I just gotta introduce you as Nintendo. But Nick the Cryptid, you why don't you tell everyone what is your relationship with the Adventure Time brand, as a cartoon reviewing personality?
Well, I don't know necessarily as a reviewing personality, but just as a personality. I've watched Adventure Time since day one of it releasing.
Ooh, yeah.
So it's been a major
Did you see
part
the special
of my life.
like the preview on Cartoon Network where they aired like Evicted and like
Yep. I did see that.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Like when there was commercials for the show, I was watching the pilot on YouTube before like the show came out.
That's like day zero status.
Yeah. I remember on the playground talking to my friends saying like, "Yo, the show's like supposed to be for Adult Swim, but it's on Cartoon Network because it was so mature." So yeah, that's my relationship, and I've made several videos and podcasts about it with some other folks.
Right.
So I'm always talking about Adventure Time, always.
Slight detour before we get back into Adventure Time. Isn't it funny? Like the thing that's true for is like specifically the Problem Solvers. That was the one that was actually being made for Adult Swim and shit.
Hey, don't get me started on the Problem Solvers. You don't want to get me started on that.
Honest to God, we might need to have a Problem Solvers corner. I don't know, because I think we all have things to say about Problem Solvers. To be honest, like more than average.
Do we? I don't.
I think
that's just gonna hurt my eyes.
I like the theme song where they go. We are the Problem Solvers. But continue.
Yes. I like Alpha.
Yeah, I still follow Alpha on Twitter. There's like a Alpha Twitter account that's been long abandoned. Yeah. But I honestly, guys, I'm like cooking food right now, so I actually have to head off. But before that, I was asked. There's just too many Nicks in here. If I'm going to be completely honest, it's just not comfortable. I was asked to give my thoughts on Uncle Grippy. Disgusting name. Okay, thanks guys. Bye.
Bye.
We're gonna eat it later.
He actually talked about Nintendo when he was here.
I'm so proud of him.
That's crazy. But yeah, in the world of Adventure Time, a brand new show has been released on Disney Plus and Hulu. It's Adventure Time Side Quests. There's kind of a it's like a back to basics kind of. It's like, I mean, and Nintendo, who was just here, you might know him, talked about this a little bit in his video that he did, which is a great video. You should watch it. Where he talked about how it's kind of like, it's kind of a revival, kind of a reboot. It's got some involvement from like some of the people. I think the trailer even says that, from some of the people who brought you Adventure Time.
That's a very funny way to put it. Yeah.
Right. And it's kind of it's like a revitalization of sort of the early vibe of Adventure Time.
Yes.
But it's also kind of doing its own thing. Like it's its own show. I'd say it's definitely, I don't think it's like, it doesn't feel like I'd say like the regular show and Phineas and Ferb revival. We're like in freaking revival mania right now.
Yes.
I mean, we all know it. Those are ones that kind of feel like they're trying very much to like be indistinguishable from the original seasons. Not that they completely achieved that, but like visually, I got in terms of presentation, like they have the same theme song, like the same openings, generally the same like character models, even if there's like a few animation differences here and there.
Yes.
If you're looking for them. But this one's interesting because it's kind of it's taken a whole like different. Honestly, it's got kind of, I'd say it has almost like a different identity in some ways to the original show.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
This one's very upfront about the fact it's not like more of like specifically the show just going on, continuing, right? Like Phineas and Ferb and regular show, like you said, like are very upfront about like this is like the shows kind of keep going kind of thing. This isn't. I have a few reads on that. One of my reads is I think there just are Adventure Time projects that are the show that is still going, like Fiona and Cake and now Bubblegum and Marceline, as we'll get into later. And those are aimed at an older audience. So I wonder if it was like a kind of like an important thing, like distinguish, like, hey,
we need a show with Finn and Jake that can get like the modern kids invested in the Adventure Time brand.
And it's like distinctly like different from like the one going on right now, so like parents wouldn't be confused about it, I guess.
Yeah, I could see that. And so it's also not seen, and also by like longtime fans, they don't like look to this as like I don't know, like a continuation of the story. Because the main Adventure Time projects have gotten like more story focused, and this very much is not. Yeah, I mean, so for us who have seen it here, what is like our general like thoughts?
So I assume you and Nick have seen the most in this call right now. I've seen about 3 episodes of this. I think you guys have seen probably way more than me, probably, I have to guess.
I've seen a little more than half of them. I've been watching them like completely. I've been kind of jumping around at whichever ones seem the most interesting, because they're all kind of like not really connected with one another. How much have you seen?
I watched like most of them earlier today, but I have like 2 left, so.
Oh, okay. So you've got like a big breadth.
Yeah, you're the most studied.
To pull from.
Yeah, I studied for the podcast today.
So what are your thoughts? What is your review? Put on your review voice.
My analogy was going to be that this might sound ruder than I want it to sound, but I was going to say, this is also a very nerdy way to put it, but I was going to say that this is like the new Super Mario Bros. Of Adventure Time, where like
they
kind of I gotta get it.
They're kind of really sanitizing it, but like they're doing that on purpose, so you can't really complain about it.
Yeah, that is kind of an apt comparison, because New Super Mario Brothers was like, these Mario games have gotten too complicated, they've gotten too 3D, they've gotten too like big budget. We need to really scale back to what like made Mario to begin with.
Yeah,
and that's kind of what this is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you think about how they achieve that? Like on a qualitative level.
I think that I think overall it's lacking the edgy, like if it's trying to actually be season 1, it's lacking a bit of the edginess that season 1 actually did have. But it's still funny enough. But it's probably just a little too squeaky clean to be like actual season 1 Adventure Time. And I think that like I mean it's weird, because I was going into this thinking that it would be like, oh, they're gonna be like, oh, he's gonna say algebraic and all that stuff all over again, but like they don't really do that. Like
no, they don't play too
like
much
its own thing.
They don't play too much into like, there doesn't feel like too much nostalgia ploying, I guess.
Yeah.
The most they do that kind of thing is just they use a lot of like season 1 era characters.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. That like they're reusing season 1 assets specifically, which is a little strange, but like
yeah, I when I was first like the first few episodes I saw, like the old lady characters from the Enchiridion were like in every single one of them, and I'm like, what the hell? Why is these old ladies? They're in the intro of the show. And like these old ladies, they were like never really a thing.
No,
but they're just kind of like an iconic visual from like the early seasons of Adventure Time that you could just put in there as like an immediate signifier that like this is this era of this show. They bring back Manish Man, and he has a son now named I don't remember what he's called. Is it Minish Man? I really don't remember what
it's like. Boyish Boy, I think.
Boyish Boy? Yeah. I think it's kind of funny the way they approach the characters in this. It reminds me very much of, because this kind of ties in with the animation of the show. So it's gone for an all new style. Nintendo compared it to the corporate Memphis style.
A little bit, yeah.
You've seen a lot of corporate art. It's kind of reminiscent of that, but I don't mean that like derisively. It's like a lineless style with a lot of like, I don't know, wavy arms.
I'll say this: we used the regular show and Phineas for comparisons earlier. I think this show moves; it looks better than both those by like a decent bit.
I think it does help that it's not trying to recapture an old look on a different pipeline.
Yeah, I think it knows it can't really look like that. I think it was smarter to do that, like comparatively.
Yeah.
Adventure Time has done different art styles tons of times anyway, so like it's proved itself that this is like okay to expect from a series.
Yeah. So it is now it's using like a very like rigged animation style, but it's very fun about it, and it does like push the character models a lot. It does maintain a bit of that like Adventure Time charm where like the characters don't always look the same in each shot. It's not very rigid.
Yeah.
But I imagine like a partial, I don't know, like consequence of that, a result of that fact is that some of this does come off like how in Johnny Test they would just reuse character rigs a lot. So so you would just see like there are a lot of like one-off characters from the original show that just appear a lot in this show just because they need someone to put in a scene. I think that's why the old ladies keep appearing. Right. It even has a wacky races episode.
Mm-hmm.
That's another Johnny
over and over and over and over.
If this gets renewed, I hope we get like all the characters do like a go-kart race in every season.
Like Johnny tested.
Yeah.
I guess one thing to talk about, I guess on the slightly more nerdy side of things, is this show's like timeline placement. It's kind of just like vaguely somewhere in season 1 is I think kind of the idea. But it is interesting because I think that they seem like they play really fast and loose with it though. I think the big thing that I think is really noticeable in this like immediately is I think they like Marceline and Bubblegum are just friends in this, which is really funny. I think it's just kind of a weird thing with those characters have developed so much like in the main show.
That like, if you want to be completely canon compliant, like within the events of this show, they would like not really be on speaking terms. I don't think anybody really wants that. It's kind of like cherry picking a little bit of like what is charming about the original season.
They don't really play them up as like a romantic couple in this at all, at least from what I saw. But like they're like on good terms. And I think that's fine. Like it's one of those things where if it's like I could like kind of be like, well, that's not technically correct. But like I'm looking at the show for what this is. It's ultimately very much an excuse to have like more like just fun, simple Finn and Jake adventures, and like they kind of contextualize it with like the season 1 kind of theming, but like it's not like I think something you're supposed to be like super very literal about. Like it's not like
I think the way they do it is pretty fun too, because it's not like it doesn't come off like they're just ignorant of like the continuity of the show.
Yes,
it's kind of like they're breaking it with kind of self-aware. Like, okay, one of my favorite jokes. I don't know if you saw this episode, Ryan. One of my favorite jokes in this season. It's the one where Ice King has to babysit the Goblin Queen's son.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was my favorite one too.
Yeah, there's a joke in that episode where the Goblin Kid is trashing this shrine Ice King has to his dad, Ice Pappy, who's like this really regal looking like king with like a crown and everything.
Ice Pappy.
Yeah. Let me. Okay.
I see him. I found a picture of Ice Pappy. I'll put him on screen.
Found a picture of Ice Pappy.
Yes.
Okay. And I think that is such a funny joke that is elevated by the knowledge that, like, in like compliance with the canon of this show, there's like no way that this character actually exists. It's just so funny. It's funny because I can tell they knew that. They put that in knowing that, where it's like, because there's all kinds of stuff. Like Adventure Time was a show that like wasn't really planned out from the beginning. so there's a lot of episodes that will just like have random, especially in the earlier seasons, they'll just like drop random tidbits like that. The thing I immediately thought of was in like it's in like season 1 episodes, you would see like paintings in the background of like Princess Bubblegum's castle, where she just has like other like gum relatives that kind of like never come up again, and like obviously are kind of contradictory to her backstory as they made it later. And that feels like a fun kind of nod to that.
Jake's,
where it's like, yeah.
Jake's like weird like man body under his fur. That feels very season 1 with it too to me. Like that's like something they made up. Like they never really acknowledge again ever.
Mm-hmm. Well, he was cursed by a witch to look like that.
Oh, for some reason I remember like being like he just actually physically looks like that under there. Maybe I
no. Isn't that episode that the witch also curses a bagel, and the bagel also?
Okay, good.
Yeah. But there are probably like little things. It does make me wonder, like, if we just want to consider all of this just canonical and like want to consult, because that is what the original show did. If there were like weird contradictory stuff that was said in earlier episodes, they would usually like try to find ways to like reintegrate that and like kind of make it compliant with the new lore that they made.
Yeah, I think one of the more infamous ones to me in my brain immediately, for obvious reasons, is there's the we used to date line from Princess Bubblegum about what's his name?
Mr. Cream Puff.
Mr. Cream Puff, and they kind of recontextualize that later. Like they show that first date, and it's like something that was forced upon her and she didn't actually enjoy. Which I feel like is like kind of like them acknowledging now how they've developed this character, and they tend to show her not really interested in like romance with men in particular.
Yeah,
this is just something that's changed about her character since then. I always thought that was kind of like a fun one to do.
Yeah, now I just wonder how they would like how would they integrate Ice Pappy now in the current like, Ice King story?
Ice Pappy,
like, who is this guy?
You could just easily say that he made it up.
I think Ice Pappy should appear in Marceline and Bubblegum. We'll get to when we get there. They need to find an excuse for Ice Pappy to appear in that. Oh,
yeah.
Hello there, Ice Pappy.
I mean, I think Ice King also does drop what he's talking about. I think he does say that he died. I want it to be just like this old guy who took Ice King under his wing, but as Ice King is already an old man. That's kind of what I imagine. I feel like that's like the kind of situation I could imagine Ice King getting into. Just getting adopted by this other like royal guy.
Another one for the diaper book.
Lou, please. No, Lou, we're not doing that. Sorry.
I don't know why, but what's that Filter show?
Yeah, I guess to talk more about this show.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like as I was watching it, there's kind of an interesting dynamic I was going through in my head. Like I was kind of, I felt myself kind of trying to like vibe out or like wonder with each episode, like how much of this is something they would do in the original show, because it is trying to capture that energy. But there are definitely things about it that are different in vibe. I think a big one, it's kind of a knock against the show. It didn't bother me too bad, but like you were saying, Nick, it does feel more explicitly like kid show oriented.
Yeah.
It's a lot. I'd say it's even higher energy and faster paced than the original show was.
I would agree. Yeah. I think pacing wise, I think season 1 even has, like, for crazy that it is, has a lot of like kind of like more conversations between Finn and Jake. Like the show loved just having like them talk for a little bit. This one, they're definitely like always doing something, I would say.
Right. Yeah. Because you already have the knowledge watching this that like they're going to stay confined to this specific version of the show. So it's almost kind of like, I guess it's almost like what would be the point in some sense. I did find, I will say they almost had kind of, I'm gonna say it, like Canadian Teletoon energy in some of these. Because there are some plots that I kind of like, I kind of knew in my heart, like, okay, this like wouldn't be an episode. One of the episodes is where Marceline like trashes Finn and Jake's treehouse with like evil toilet paper,
Yeah,
and the
I
rest
knew
of the
this was the
episode,
one you were going to bring up.
yeah, the rest of the episode is them like trying to find the smelliest butt in ooh to like put the toilet paper on to like get rid of it.
Oh my god. This is a fucking
that felt
StarCast episode plot.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot. It feels like it has a different relationship to like toilet humor specifically
Yes.
than the original. It feels like it leans more into that and kind of like there's more gross out, I'd say, in this. There was some of that in the original show, but this has a lot of like, I don't know, like big farts with like green gas clouds, Finn's big smelly breath.
Yeah, like
big smelly butt.
I would say the gross out in the original show is stuff like making out a lot and like kind of more adultish things like that.
They loved making out humor.
Yeah.
It's like either
like even like kind of macabre stuff, like dead bodies and that sort of thing.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It's very much like the gross out in original like season 1 Adventure Time is very much like adult kind of like oh, that's a little surprising that like showed up in a kids show kind of stuff, like making out and like dead bodies. I think the most he gets for traditional is like they like making Jake the dog like toot. I would say like he like hard farts a lot. He like toots a lot, like a decent bit.
Interesting. We can even get into like the intricate like nuances of like the difference in fart humor, because I think they are handling flatulence very differently between these shows. I feel like the original show's fart humor was like farts are like kind of like a funny, awkward thing that's just kind of a part of everyone's lives.
Yes.
So it's like, oh, they sound funny. They're kind of embarrassing. This one definitely leans more into like
the stink.
There's a lot of like stink humor. There's more stink humor in this, definitely. There are stink moments in Adventure Time, but it never felt that. This has like a lot of like pivotal stenches, I'd say.
Right.
A lot of stenches.
Which, you know, it's not like it's not hugely like, oh, this is like horror. I can't stand this. Because they're specific. They're very much trying to target the 6 to 11 demographic. Like I think that is the point of this show. They're trying to get new young fans,
new young farters,
new young tutors, so that like this show's audience is constantly like replenishing itself, and we'll have like a new swath of kids who can grow up and watch like the adult shows.
I really like this chat comment. OG show farts were infrequent enough to be funny. Quality, not quantity. I couldn't have said it myself.
Yeah,
that's true though.
Yeah, like the Jake farting in the Dead World. That's an iconic Jake fart.
Yes.
And I'll say I think there's some funny farts in this. I can't really remember off the top of my head.
So, someone in chat is saying this, and this is so funny to say. It is my stance. You all talked about focusing the stink aspect of a fart, and a fart joke makes it not funny. That's one of my hardest stances. I think it's funnier when it's like an awkward thing to be happening. Like Adventure Time, like you said, does it a lot. Like there's like the Jake K fart scene where like it just makes like a really like awkward situation. I'm thinking about like the fucking what is it, Total Drama-Rama thing, where like the whole main joke's like the sniffing, smelling part of it. Like that's what it's like, not like that's just what it like sucks.
Right. Yeah.
Also, I think another iconic scene where like Marceline asks Finn, "Hey, what's in your shirt pocket?" It's like, "Oh, it's Jake," and he turns around and farts.
Yeah. That's a good one too. But yeah, I mean, overall, even with that, I do think there were enough moments in the show. Like there are genuinely like a lot of like little jokes and moments that I feel like kind of right at home with the show. There's a lot of funny abrupt endings.
Yes.
I love the one in the old lady episode. That one, like, I was shocked by that one. It just like ends with one of them being dead, and then it just cuts to credits. That one was pretty good. So yeah, I mean, I'd say it's a decent enough. It does. I'd honestly say it almost, for me, carries a similar appeal to... We talked a little bit about the guest animated episodes that they would do in the original show.
Yes.
Where it's... Even if it's like... Maybe it's not like a perfect interpretation of the characters. Maybe I wouldn't like expect it to slot right into like any other normal episodes, but I kind of am willing to. I give it a little more leeway, just because it is being something different, and it's not trying to pretend that it isn't. So it's like harm.
If you go into it with that kind of expectation, it's funny enough. Like it's a good watch.
Yeah, and it's nice to see. You get to see the characters. Like
alive.
Yes, like this is the first really. This is like if you miss Jake the dog ever since his untimely demise.
Yes,
like this is kind of like the big Jake comeback, and Jake's pretty good in this. Yeah. I like him.
I was
definitely like happy to be Jake again.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think I didn't really have a chance to say this. I think this show's maybe biggest thing is that you get a lot of John Madaccio getting to be Jake the dog again. Probably.
Yeah. And that aspect of it is good.
And we have a new Finn voice too. I mean, that's something to talk about, I guess.
Oh yeah, yes. Yeah. We haven't mentioned that at all,
which I think is really good. So, like, you know, for what they're going for with that.
Yeah, I like the Finn voice that they have here. I think he matches the original show. Like within like the first episode I watched, like it just kind of felt like him. Like it felt like Finn. He felt like decently in character. He's kinda, you're kind of getting all the stuff you'd want out of him. Lots of like screaming, lots of wacky stuff. Finn is voiced by a transgender guy. Is that true?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Wait,
well, that's
hell
cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. All right.
Star Fox is voiced by a non-binary person right now. It's a beautiful world.
We are taking over your cartoons. Everything what's loved. We're poisoning it.
Yeah. It does make me wonder, because they have announced that Adventure Time movie that is supposedly in some degree of production at the moment. I do wonder, like, are they going to treat like this new Finn as their like de facto like kind of Finn that they like to use? Like where? Because Jeremy Shada, I don't think is anywhere in this show at all.
No, I would
in a cameo.
I was thinking like he show up like it's like a cameo somewhere, like voicing someone, but he's not in this at all.
Yeah. So I wonder if like, you know, because they still love they like using like the kid Finn kind of as their main like he's still like their big marketing thing for the show.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if now what it is like the kid the person doing Finn right now is kind of new, like the new like permanent young Finn, and then like when they do like kind of their HBO Max stuff, like when Finn shows up as an adult, that's probably always gonna be Jeremy. I wouldn't be surprised if that's like not a hard and fast rule. Like maybe like sometimes Jeremy will still be voicing like Teen Finn or something like that, just because like the voice is like pretty iconic. But I could see like if they're gonna use like Kid Finn like in flashbacks or like for like any sort of like minor thing in the future, like it's just like bring in this actor because like
the new guy. Yeah. I could see that, and you know I'd be happy with that because I think he does a good job in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? I was thinking while watching one of these episodes, I was like, they're not like completely compliant to the canon of the show, but I was like, oh man, I don't think does Neptune appear in any of these? You've seen more than me.
I don't think so.
So far, no, he hasn't. No.
So far, no. And I'm wondering, like, oh man, if we want to stick to canon, like, it's possible Neptune has already started his 15-month game of hide and seek. So we're just never gonna see him.
This should be pretty. This should show it starting.
Because oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say I also heard BMO isn't in this show very much, which I was surprised to hear about.
There was like a BMO episode.
Okay,
right.
That was like one of the.
Which honestly, having a BMO episode is kind of like more than like season 1 would have given him.
Yeah.
For
season 2.
BMO's. I've said this before. BMO's an interesting character because he's kind of the only one of like the main cast who isn't like kind of fully like in the main cast by season. BMO's like the only one they kind of add later on to like I would say very much the core main cast.
Right. I'd say BMO appears enough. It kind of feels like he's more present than he was in like season 1.
Yeah, I would imagine that.
In season 1, he was just like a prop basically. Yeah, until he talked in like one episode, I think.
I'm trying to because it's the video game episode season 1 or 2. I don't remember.
I think that's season 2.
Because that in my mind is that in my mind is always like the big like BMO like is like a real character now episode in my mind. Like that's where it really starts. I'm trying to like remember like what Bebo even does in season 1 ever.
Yeah, no, I think BMO's only there when they're playing video games.
Yes.
And this show is definitely like BMO is just like someone who also lives with them. So like occasionally, if they're all doing something in the house, you'll see BMO, even if he doesn't talk, or maybe he'll like say one line. So he definitely feels present. He feels more present.
Right. I was imagining that. Yeah, I'd be shocked if like they didn't use BMO at all in this, because like he was technically
BMO's
around.
Cool. BMO's got to be in the new
BMO's
preschooler
like
show. What do you say, Rosa?
I also like Bima is also like a banger of a character.
Yes. No, BMO's great. Like you can't get rid of BMO.
It is interesting looking back at like season 1 and 2 BMO, where like there's a bit more like I would say hostility, like a slightly bit more hostility between them, and then like by the end of the show, BMO's like, these are my little boys, Finn and Jake.
Yes. Yeah. Ryan, which ones did you watch? Which episodes did you watch?
I watched 3 or 4. I don't remember what other 2 I watched. I watched the first one with Manish Man and his son, and then I definitely watched the D&D episode because I was just like fascinated by like, okay, so like I know I wanted to like figure out one of the things I want to know the show immediately was like how it was doing Marceline Bubblegum, because that's just like interesting me timeline wise. And that was the first one I saw like had them like both listed in the episode. I'm like, okay, I'll watch this one. And I watched that one, and it was cute.
Yeah, it was cute. It was kind of weird to me to have like it's kind of a weird concept for an episode, because I mean the whole show is very blatantly like inspired by Dungeons and Dragons, and that's an episode. That's the trope. It's just become like crazy common, I feel, in like sitcoms, to have the episode where everyone's playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, I did kind of think about that. I'm like, this show is Dungeons and Dragons. Why are they doing Dungeons? They can go outside and do this. Like, kind of
right. Like we could just have these characters go on an actual adventure together.
It almost feel like they need to like be somewhere else, like a bit weird. Like their game they're playing is like a bit weirder or something. Like the what is it, like the MMO they go to in islands. Like so, like they need to like be somewhere a bit weirder maybe. For that concept to land.
I think Nintendo talked a little bit about this, where there's some elements of the show that feel a bit more generically fantasy than you'd see from the original show.
I agree. Yeah,
I think definitely you could hear that in some of the music.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think that the D&D episode is a good example of that, where it's just kind of like, oh, they have like they're like in a tavern and there's like goblins there and there's gnomes and stuff, but they're like very traditionally designed. I don't know. I'd almost think it'd be fun to have a play on that, because like, what would characters who live in Dungeons and Dragons think of it as a game? Like, wouldn't it be kind of mundane to them?
Yeah,
right?
I would think their Dungeons and Dragons would be them going to the DMV or something during the real.
Right, like would they think it's just like really boring? Like it's like playing like a life sim game,
right?
Almost, where it has like very niche appeal. I don't know.
Yeah,
I did that one. Oh, sorry,
no, I was just gonna say I feel like that is something if like the original showrun did like want to do like its D&D episode, they might have thought of like something a bit more like weird for them to be playing. I brought that up. Like I feel like they wouldn't be playing like a medieval. Like I'm thinking of like Card Wars, which is like kind of like very weird and like almost kind of like abstract in what it even is, like just like weird like rules
or they do
and
something
stuff.
like, or they do something like Mystery Dungeon, where they're actually in a dungeon.
Yeah,
with all these characters.
Yeah,
using their abilities.
Like Lady Radical would invite them over to like the dungeon night or something. The girls would like explore an actual dungeon for like their girls' night or whatever.
Yeah, I did appreciate that episode though, because it felt like, of the ones I've seen, it was like the most Princess Bubblegum I got. I was a little surprised how little she's in the show, from what I've seen.
Did you see the Candy Spirit one?
No, I did not.
She's in that one quite a bit.
Because I do know, definitely as the show went on, Princess Bubblegum was like, I'd say it's like Finn, Jake, then honestly third might be Princess Bubblegum.
Yeah,
and Ice King, they might be tied.
She's a character the show would like to explore a lot. I think as the show went along, Princess Bubblegum in like season 1 is like very much like not like I wouldn't say like as demeaning as like she's like the girl character in the show. They definitely let her be like fun and like a bit more like on edge a little bit. I think the "What Have You Done" episode is kind of the episode where they really figure her out. Like she's like a bit more like there's this kind of like edge, like kind of like not like
there's a dark side.
There's kind of a darkness to her a little bit, and they kind of that's kind of the episode they figure her out a bit, and they love like they kind of love like making her a bit of a bad person sometimes, and I like that about her. I think that makes her really I think a lot of shows like this wouldn't attempt something like that with like their main pink female girl princess character. I like that she's like a bit like not a great person a lot of the time, that she has to be like kind of like something I appreciate the show, but I think a lot of people maybe don't, is the show doesn't really like call her out on this a lot. I like that she often has to like self-actualize that. I think a lot of people watch this show wish there was a scene where like someone yells at her until she's like grounded for like misbehaving or something.
Yeah, the way people like the relationship people have with like the idea of redemption in fiction is very much like it has to be like I need a written apology on my desk before I can deem this character worthy of like friendship.
Yes, I like that. I like that she often is the one that has to self-actualize it. I think it's an interesting part of the show, and I think it's one of those things that the show maybe does better than a lot of like equivalent shows, in my opinion.
And from what little I've seen of her in this one, like in the D&D episode, I like that they kind of push her kind of like side a little bit. Like she's kind of trying to militarize.
She's still characterized well in this, which I appreciate. They didn't try to like make her like the girl character, and that's not much more in this. She still like is like a bit like, what are you guys doing? What the hell? I'm just supposed to be done in a certain way, the way I want it to be done. Kind of like mindset of her appearances, which I do appreciate, because I do think she's like a really interesting character in that way.
Yeah. Anything else in particular that we didn't cover yet about the show? I mean, any characters I want to see Tiffany show up. I think that's an early. There are a lot of early seasons characters that you could show up, that you could just have show up without needing any kind of head scratching whatsoever.
There is a small scant handful of like post season 1 characters in this. They mostly do stick to season 1. I'm trying to, what's his name? Gispui? How do you pronounce it? I don't know. Sorry. Giuseppe shows up in one of these, which is really funny.
That was funny. Yeah. And we had, oh my gosh. Actually, I need to bring this up. Speaking of Giuseppe, I was talking to Nintendo about this. In the old lady episode, all right, I'm gonna sit down with me. I'm gonna tell you a story.
Yes.
In the old lady episode, they specifically name that. I think Finn says, like, what are you doing here? Aren't you supposed to be in Old Lady Village? And, okay, that moment kind of flicked my brain on and made me realize that Adventure Time might be one of those shows that is at the point now where the people writing it are checking the wiki.
Yeah.
I never explicitly had that sense in the original show. It just felt like the people running it were just very, like, familiar with a lot of it. Like personally, because it does have like Adam Muto was like, he's one of the people that helped develop the show originally. There's like a ton of like writers and people on the show who were there since the beginning. But when they name dropped Old Lady Village, that is a conjectural title that was devised after the Giuseppe episode of Adventure Time aired. There was like one scene where they were driving through like a suburban looking neighborhood where like a bunch of old ladies were living. And it's a very basic title. Like, that's what you would expect it to be called if they ever officially named it. But I don't think they did within the show. And the reason I remember this, I'm going to pull out the receipts right now. This is from all the way back in, I think it was like 2013. I'm going to show like the wiki log history of the Adventure Time wiki. This was added right after Thanks for the Crabapples Giuseppe aired. A line of trivia was added. As revealed in Thanks for the Crabapples Giuseppe, there seems to be an old lady village located somewhere in the grasslands. And I remember this because I was the one who added that. So I feel I have an inkling.
Oh my god.
That the reason they name dropped Old Lady Village as a specific location in this is because someone went to the old lady's page on the Adventure Time wiki to scrape any information they could, because there's like this one episode where they like try to flesh them out a little bit.
There's just no way.
And I swear, I feel
You
like that's what
impacted the show. This is your
No,
fault.
I feel like I did. I'd like to say I did. I mean, there's also a chance that they're like, oh, where are the old ladies from? I don't know, Old Lady Village. Like, there's a chance that they just kind of independently, like, came to that conclusion as well. But I feel like they're checking the wiki now.
Well, I would
that's how
say,
yeah.
I would add that Old Lady Village does have a page on the wiki. Like, there's an Old Lady Village page now.
Right. Yes. Yeah. I think that was added after this trivia point was added.
Okay.
So, I think they were looking on the wiki. I think
I believe it.
I think I have officially contributed to Adventure Time in a very like strenuous, inconsequential way. When I was 13 years old, like typing on the Adventure Time wiki.
You did this.
Yes.
You did this.
Yes.
What have you done?
But yeah, what are some of the other characters that they've added from like later seasons?
I feel like there's a few more. I just can't. Giuseppe was the big one that stood out to me, like that I saw. I'm sure there's like a scant few characters here and there. And it'd be funny if they play with that more. Like, I don't know, maybe like the dentist ants character should appear.
Yeah. I know Orgalorg has like a small cameo in like a book somewhere.
Oh god.
Which is a great like Easter egg opportunity. Like put a picture of a character in like an old lore book. This isn't really like a later seasons poll, but I just like that there is an episode that has Dr. Princess.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know, with her original voice actor too. I'm pretty sure. I think Finn might be the only real recast in this. I kind of like how every time they can bring back an old character from like years and years ago, and they'll still have the same actor in a lot of cases.
Did you see the episode about the troll? I'm assuming you didn't.
The troll, Joey Waffles. No,
Okay.
I did. Joey
Okay.
Waffles.
Yeah.
That was a big like. I don't even know what to make of that. that was a big like messing with like fan expectation.
Yeah.
Kind of episode.
Is there something that happens in that one specifically? I guess I'm interested in it now.
Have you seen like the picture on like Disney Plus of that episode?
No, what is it?
Well, there's a particular little ogre made of grass that you might find familiar in some way.
No, wait, the fucking bird one?
The what?
Like Fern's little like octopus thing, or
No. No, I'm talking more like a giant, obnoxious, perhaps, grass ogre character.
Yeah.
Who appeared in the season 1 of Adventure Time.
Donnie?
It's funny that you know, perhaps. He's in a character, a giant grass ogre that perhaps might be Donnie, does appear in the thumbnail of one episode. And the description of the episode is just like, Finn and Jake befriend an annoying, like, grass troll or something. So you think you might know where it's going, but then in the actual episode, it takes a different direction with it, which was very confusing.
Yeah.
Very funny.
That's like the biggest instance of like using an asset for like something different for some reason, you know.
Yes. And I feel like they knew what they were doing, because that is such a like Donnie is the character that they love joking about being like a C-list or like D-list Adventure Time character, to be honest.
Yeah.
He's like famous for not being famous, almost.
We see him at the end of his life. Distant Lands.
Yes, that's right. We see him at the end of his life. I think Finn like mentions him once as just a throwaway name. He's one of the little people as one of the C-listers.
Yes. He's kind of like I'm trying to like think what like Simpsons character to compare him to, because it seems like a Simpsons thing to do. It's kind of like a random occurring like he's like the freaking what's Jasper?
He's Marvin Monroe.
It's okay.
We see him dead. We even see him die.
I was gonna say he's like Jasper, like just like
well, Jasper at least appears.
That's true. Marvin Monroe's probably a better one.
Yeah.
When they make Simpsons side quests. When they make Simpsons side quests and Marvin Monroe gets a shockingly like amount of like focus.
Someone did mention Banana Man and King of Boo are also in it.
Oh, that's right. I saw Banana Man and King of Boo. Yeah, that's interesting. They did King of Boo because he's such like a late show character in my head. Did they establish if Finn and Jake know him already at that point? Or
well, yeah, when they it is funny when they introduce him, they just talk about him like he's like a known character already. So it doesn't actually break canon to have Finn and Jake meet him like earlier on.
I guess so.
It's just
yeah.
that he just happened to never appear to the audience
until that moment. Yeah.
I should also add that right smack dab in the first episode of this batch, the show is proudly continuing the trend of Chuskus having more relevance after the show has ended.
Yes, yes, he's in the first one. He's immediately in the first episode, which is great.
Yeah, they should make him just like a main character.
They need to find a way to bring him back to life in Princess Bubblegum and Marceline.
Oh, speaking of, that's right, we have another Time news. If we've said all we have to say about side quests.
Yeah, I think we move on.
Just kill someone.
Don't worry, I still have lots of chances.
So what is the other bit of Adventure Time related news that we can get into?
Yes, I would say shortly after this one came out, like it wasn't even that long after this like show came out. They had announced another Adventure Time project, continuing kind of in like what they've been doing on HBO Max lately, called about Princess Bubblegum and Marceline. We don't know much about it besides who's about, obviously. And that I think Adam Muto has stated it is like a continuation of like the idea of Fiona and Cake or something like that. I don't think he's very specifically said it's like the continuation of that story specifically, but like it's a continuation of like what they were doing there,
which is basically like story focused. I interpret that as we're getting more like story focused half hour, kind of more young adult focused than kids. Adventure Time.
That's how I took it too. Yeah.
Although I would take it further and say that I'm kind of expecting this to continue the Fiona K. cliffhanger.
Oh yeah. I think that's definitely going to be a point of this discussion, because so seemingly based off this, like we're not getting more Fiona and Cake, but instead just like this is going to be the new current show that particular crew is working on.
Yeah.
Which I think I suppose is fine.
Like I'll say this.
Yeah.
I kind of got the sense they maybe wanted to do. I had the sense they were having a lot of fun with like the characters in season 2 of Fiona and Cake, and I kind of maybe think they maybe like thought like we do actually maybe want to do a bit more with these characters because there's a lot of Simon, Bubblegum, and Marceline in that season, like they are bored. They're like the B plot of that season, pretty much.
Right. So basically, like throughout Fiona and Cake season 2, that's kind of the other story that they would cut to. It's just in with Bubblegum and Marceline. So it does feel like there is kind of a lead up to this.
Yeah.
To a point where I almost wonder if, like, they kind of sensed that was the direction they were going to go, even if they didn't necessarily know that they were going to get that. Because there are a few things that Fiona and Cake sets up that I could imagine would be continued in this. I think the big obvious one is in the finale of Fiona and Cake, they set up like Princess Bubblegum kind of taking a break from being princess.
Yeah.
And handing it off to Peppermint Butler. Which feels like a pretty good jumping off point for like a spin-off. With Bubblegum and Marceline.
Yeah, and that's something that's been implied to have like happened at some point before.
And
like,
Together Again.
And Together Again, they imply that.
Yeah, because you see Peppermint Butler is the new princess. There's that, and also Fiona and Cake also had like a post-credits like tease thing.
Yes.
Featuring Marceline's dad. And that was interesting. That I remember Nintendo specifically. We're bringing him a lot. He's like a pillar of this episode.
he's
sorry you're being so upstaged by the other Nick.
No, it's fine.
Mr. Cryptid.
Come out of the corner and start killing people, Nick.
I remember when the Fiona and Cake finale premiered, he said that that Hudson Abadir scene was not in the screeners he got before the official, because he got like the review screeners for Fiona and Cake season 2, and he said that they added that after the screeners.
Okay,
which is interesting. That to me indicates that it was something that they didn't want spoiled because they intended to do more with it.
Okay.
So I would not be surprised to see that also show up in this show.
Yeah. So do you, I guess something I'm curious about. Do you think like the Fiona and Cake characters will appear in this, or do you think like it's just kind of the kind of idea they were more trying to set up is like Hudson Abadir is like kind of out there doing something more? So
yeah, I don't know. I feel like if we do see them, it would be more limited.
Yeah, I kind of get the sense they want to keep like Fiona and Cake its own thing a bit more, if that makes sense.
Right. I could see some elements of it. Like I imagine they might rely. They might do stuff that relies on like knowledge of Fiona and Cake. A little bit.
Yeah.
More so. Yeah, I don't know. I could imagine like maybe like a couple, like maybe based on where we see characters end up. Like I don't know, maybe Cake will appear, maybe Prismo, maybe I don't know. I could see that. I mean, it's Adventure Time. They could kind of like bring back whatever character they want.
I think.
I mean, Prismo still has some plot threads that are left.
I think Prismo is a good one to do, like a good one to like kind of throw in there. If anyone, he's like kind of one. Because he's part of the original show, and he is also like you said, there is like there was clearly something going on with him during Fiona and Cake season 2. They like really fully explore.
Right.
I think there's something you could definitely explore there with that.
Mm-hmm.
I think Cake's a really good one to potentially show up, like you said. I think now that like Cake is out on her own, she's kind of like a good character. Like you can just kind of show up a bit easier. Like I imagine like I think it'd be like more like you kind of would think Fiona is like kind of living her life right now a bit more. Cake though, I think is like someone who can now show up like a bit more adaptably. I could see that like in terms of like stuff carrying over from Fiona and Cake. I will say though, something I thought about, and I've talked to you a little bit about this that I thought is interesting, is the concept of this show not actually taking place like during like the current time period we currently like witness for the show, and instead like maybe taking place like a bit further out in the. I've talked about this before. Like something that kind of takes place during like the Shermie and Beth kind of like portion of like time.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's maybe would be like because Princess Bubblegum and Marceline are immortal, so you can kind of put them anywhere. That would be like they'd be like good characters to maybe like have as like a linchpin if you wanted to explore that time period a bit more potentially.
That feels like a well that they enjoy returning to.
Yes.
Yeah. So I definitely wouldn't mind. I would actually really like to see that because I really love like the future kind of world building that they have for the show.
I want to see Swan Pond, and I want to see them get pissed off at him.
You're Swan Pond's biggest fan.
I love Swan
I don't blame her.
You love Swan Pond.
I just love the way they introduce Swan Pond. It's like kiss, and it's like nope, Swan Pond, and it's like fuck you, get out of here.
Swan Pond is like the climax of like they think he's the funniest character ever now, like Juice Goose.
Yeah.
I agree. He just keeps getting into shit.
They do need to meet their quota.
Juice
Goose is like the new snail.
Yeah.
Instead of having a snail in every episode, they have Juice Goose has to appear in a new form in every show now.
Yeah, I mean
that's something I was going to say about about the Bubblegum spinoff potentially continuing Fiona and Cake because Wizard City has like the post credits with Juice Goose, and I thought that was never going to be touched ever again.
Yes,
but then
they did.
It immediately was. So I feel like they're going to do that same thing here with Bubblegum's series.
It was in the way we didn't expect.
It is really funny. Like the Juice Goose thing. Like, no, we're serious about this, by the way.
Right.
And then they killed him.
Uh-huh.
What did I do to deserve this? What specifically?
That's how we see him in hell.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then I guess with the future thing too, I had brought up. There was like the future intro they did. has like a lot of like very brief like implied storylines, and one of them is like vaguely like Marceline seems to be looking for like a bubblegum that like kidnapped by ice thing. So they're around in that future. We know that.
Right. I do agree they should get Steve Wolfhard back to do the future stuff. I love Steve Wolfhard was always one of my favorite artists from the original show. And I wouldn't be surprised if he was back for this, because he had like a pretty decent role. He had a pretty beefy role on Fiona and Cake. Yeah, and I guess now that is Stugo canceled, that was like kind of the big thing.
Was he on Stugo?
Yeah, I think he had a pretty sizable role on that. So maybe this is his job after Stugo. I don't know.
Sorry. I looked up Steve Wolfhard Adventure Time on Twitter just to find some of his art, because he's supposed to. He was the one doing a lot of the future stuff like back before that was even in the show. Right. I really like this is one of the images that appears when you look him up on Google right now. Put
that on the damn screen.
No, Adventure Time's really good about keeping a lot of its like main guys around.
Yeah,
which is great.
Yeah, even in side quest, there's like you'll see names that have been on the show for a while.
Yes,
I was surprised by some of the people on side quests.
Right,
and Ward in an episode, which I was surprised to hear about. I just assumed he was never gonna do anything ever again.
Yeah, He's sometimes when he on his off time for being a Twitch streamer, game developer, he could contribute a few storyboards here and there if he's feeling up to it.
Yeah.
I like the idea of having a plot in the future. I kind of, when you were talking to me about it, I think like maybe it could be fun to do kind of like an A story, B story thing where kind of like cutting between, I guess, kind of an inverse of Obsidian.
You
see the flashbacks. Instead, we're seeing flash forwards that kind of contrast with like where their relationship is at.
Mm-hmm.
Because I do wonder like what they will explore with Bubblegum and Marceline relationship wise. Like if there is kind of like, are we in the era now of like bubbling like marriage drama? Like we're gonna have like Simpsons like esque plot lines where like, every episode their marriage is gonna be on the line. Like Marceline goes too far or something and has to apologize.
The donut incidents and stuff. I'm interested. It's really interesting, these two characters, because you kind of get like hundreds of episodes of build up to them. We haven't actually like realistically had a lot of like Marceline and Bubblegum post like getting together again. Really. There's like Obsidian and like their kind of brief appearances in like Fiona and Cake. This is kind of like I would say the first thing, like overarching thing that's really gonna focus on their relationship, which will be interesting to see. I
feel like it's also just a no-brainer like concept for a spinoff. Like when the show ended, that was kind of one of the first I thought of that they could do for a spinoff, because they are kind of like they're kind of a big obvious like they kind of have like a fan base of their own.
Yes.
I think even like beyond Adventure Time.
I think like the announcer for this like on Twitter got like 100k likes or something. So like the audience is gonna be there for this for sure.
Right.
I feel like the show is not afraid to like put relationships like this to the test, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm excited to see what they'll do. It's not afraid to like maybe like make you a bit like, how do I word? There was a lot of controversy with like how they like kind of portrayed Fiona in season 2 of Fiona and Cake, but I like that they kind of made her like a bit stupid and like making like bad choices pretty consistently.
I mean, one of the most infamous episodes of the original show is like basically Finn. Well, multiple episodes where Finn's kind of acting like reckless and selfish in like a relationship. Status in a way, like Breezy or like the breakup with Flame Princess.
Yeah, they're not really afraid to like maybe push these characters to like certain limits, which I think is an advantage of the show.
I hope they continue that. I hope they're able to continue that in an interesting way. I also hope you did mention if we're gonna do like the future stuff. I would honestly love to like know more about Ice Thing. Finally, that's something that feels like they're very like teasing about. Like they don't want to say too much about what that guy's whole deal is.
Yes.
And this could be like if we're doing a plot in the future where Ice Thing is kidnapped bubblegum. That could be something to explore.
Yeah. Ice Thing. Ice Thing is one of the other things they haven't really touched too much post the show's life. I feel like they keep waiting for like they don't want to like waste it almost like they like we want to touch Ice Thing, we gotta like have like a thing about it kind of situation.
They wanted that to be the story instead of it just being like something that's crammed into like an existing storyline and kind of bloats things.
I just listened to a pod of Kent Osborne and Ghost Trip talking about their kiss in the finale while high in the middle of the woods, and it was funny. Probably only the times I've heard the crew talk about their relationship. Yeah, that is true. I feel like the crew has not really talked. I feel like one of the ones I sort of remember is like they weren't supposed to kiss originally in the finale, and then like someone like added a note of them and like drew them kissing. I'd like saying, like, yeah, they were like, come on, man, like kind of thing.
Right.
This I think probably it will be interesting to see a bit more like thoughtful exploration from the crew about this. I think there is a lot to explore because they have such a history with each other. Maybe more.
They are very fortunate.
Yes.
To be able to like actually explore that in the text. Because like just speaking of like one of the saying like Kent Osborne in Ghost Trip was like the only time you heard like the crew talk about it. That's probably just because they have the advantage of just actually being able to put it in the text of the show.
They can just do it.
Whereas like most equivalent shows are like would get like canceled, and like a few years down the line, you hear like Rebecca Sugar talking about I don't know what was going on in this episode, and like oh we would have loved to do something with this. Whereas Adventure Time's kind of like we would love to do something with this, and hopefully we do because they're kind of still.
Yes,
they're still on the momentum of that. Honestly.
Yes. No, totally. No, it's been great. I've talked about this before. I think this is like kind of a two-part thought. Adventure Time in my mind is the closest American animation has to like one of those like long-running shonens that could still like build like a huge big world with like a lot of characters, like a lot of history to the world. Like there's not a lot of like American cartoons that get to do that. And equivalently,
especially not these days.
Yes, especially not this
batches.
And equivalently, there's not a lot of, I would say, cartoons even in this time where we are seeing more queer couples and stuff. Where like a lesbian couple got like a queer couple, I guess specifically more is the proper term here. Got to really explore like the relationship and like see them come together. Like across like a long period of time. Because like, I'm thinking like equivalents now, like they either like start together or like it can happen kind of fast, like the Owl House. So like Marceline Bubblegum got like a full like actual chunky show worth to like kind of develop that relationship, which is a really neat element of this show. I think.
Yeah. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm also curious, like I don't know, just because it feels like this is a brand they want to keep going. I do wonder, like, what is kind of the greater future of this show? Like if we're getting side quests, that kind of indicates to me that they want to keep building, like, perpetually building a new audience for this show. So I wonder, like I guess I've been thinking about this ever since Distant Lands. Like, Distant Lands almost read like a series of like pilot pitches almost for like different things you could explore.
The Wizard City was the absolute like clearest to be on that one, I think.
So I do wonder, like, if I guess this is kind of setting a precedent. Like, we could just keep getting different spin-offs. I could see this one being popular enough to just keep getting renewed, but you never know. It's always so risky with streaming stuff. Because it's always like, this happened with Fiona and Cake. It's always with streaming stuff that it doesn't get renewed till after it airs, and like they see that it gets numbers. So they renew it at a point like after the crew is disbanded. So they have to like kind of regroup everyone, and it takes like at least another 2 years. So nothing is like ever like routinely airing anymore. So I almost wonder, like, I don't know what their approach to this one would be. If they're expecting this to be another, like, just aired in perpetuity kind of thing, or if it's just like, I imagine, like, if we see a season of this, it's just going to be written as a standalone thing.
Yeah, that's
kind of like Fiona and Cake.
That's what they tend to do, is they try to make it, like, satisfied enough to wrap up on its own, but, like, open enough for, like, more, is usually what they do.
Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. This kind of seems like a real to do, and I don't know what other specific spinoffs they would do beyond this.
The Choose Goose Show.
The Choose Goose Show.
Hi everyone. Let's get some more adventures with me. I can go selling things from place to place.
Oh, you mean Choose Goose and his wacky family members? They're all birds.
It'd be funny if he just dies at the end of every episode.
No, it'd be like a celebration of life, I think.
I love living. It's great to be alive.
You know what, Venkadera, this is a good comment. The fact that Graham Falk has stayed aboard after all this time is actually insane. He's like, Graham Falk is like, I think he's like one of the oldest guys, maybe. I know there's like, I think one of the boarders, I remember this. I'm pulling like ancient, this is an ancient poll right now. I remember one of the storyboarders making like a little comic about like interacting with him, how he's just like this really tall, quiet old guy. And he doesn't really have much compared to like everyone else in the show. Like he doesn't really have like an online presence at all.
Yes.
And I don't really ever hear about his life. But somehow throughout like every iteration of this show, he has had some kind of contribution.
He's 70. That's awesome.
He's 70. I love that. I hope he's having a great time.
Yeah,
they give him. He's like a big deal. Like he like boarded on like the finale. He did like the whole like finale like ending montage thing. So he's kind of like a major presence.
Yeah,
in this show.
I wonder if it's one of those things where it's like the industry's like so like iffy right now, and like this is like a fun show to work on with like a lot of like ability to like be creative. Or it's like one of those things like, yeah, I'll just hang out here. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good. It's a good gig. Unk still got it. No, I love whenever the Adventure Time characters get like slightly more angular in their posture. And like,
yes,
that's him. That's big man, Mr. Falk.
That's Mr. Falk.
He gave us the jam.
He did.
Put the jam on screen.
I love the jam. Yeah, let me get the jam on screen.
Yeah. Adventure Time's Banana Guards from Multiverse's spinoff. Oh yeah.
They get the guy they got to voice Banana Guard in Multiverses.
Potassium power!
I think it's awesome that game didn't even bother to get John Badaggio in to record the character, even though he's already in the game. They didn't get John
Badaggio. They didn't get like Tom Kenny. They didn't get D. Bradley Baker.
No, you see, it just stands that John DiMaggio stands out to be the most because he's literally in that game.
Right.
That's awesome. Yeah, the Banana Guard like Minions based spinoff.
Mm-hmm.
Where they cause mischief.
Yeah, expand this brand. I mean, we are getting the preschooler show too, so we're starting them even younger. I mean, supposedly we're getting the preschooler show. It's been announced, but like,
yeah, it's been a while since they said anything about that.
It's kind of on an emergency watch right now.
That Multiverses does not understand like the comedy of like the Banana Guards.
Yeah,
which is just like they're just guys.
I can't get into it again. Right. I have so much to say about the way they characterize fucking Banana Guard in Multiverses.
Yeah, let's talk about Banana Guard positively. What we love about Banana.
Yeah,
Guard.
You know what? I have a Banana Guard positive.
Yes.
I hope something that Bubblegum and Marceline continues is employing Andy Merrill, because he was in Fiona and Cake season 2 in a few roles, and I think getting him one of the roles he did, getting him to voice a Banana Guard. It's just one of those like just like no-brainer ideas.
Yes.
I think it's just kind of perfect. I hope we still get him.
I was so happy. I was so happy when I heard him like doing the narration. In Fiona and Cake.
Over the Joni Peppers animation.
Yes, that's a great combo there.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, you know, I'm looking forward to like all these things, all these exciting things. But do we want to?
I'm glad my favorite show gets to exist forever.
with the people who made it great still working on it.
Yeah, I do sometimes feel like so greedy, like picking this is my first, like, oh, they get to keep making stuff, and all the people from like season 1 are still there. It's great. Oh.
Yeah, my favorite storyboard artist from like 12 years ago, still getting to make new episodes.
Oh, Rebecca Sugar still comes back to write songs and board stuff from time to time. Oh, Penn Ward still voices and boards sometimes.
I hope we get another spin-off though. I hope we get more seasons of this though. Like, oh man, I'd be so sick. I don't know how I'd live if I didn't get 4 seasons of this.
Complete greed on our end.
We've earned it because it's like one of the best cartoons ever made.
That's true. Everyone else should have made the best cartoon ever.
Yeah, if you want this kind of this kind of motion, you just should have been the best. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's all you had to do.
You took my only food. Now I'm gonna starve. It's gonna be me when like the BMO show doesn't come out.
Yeah, when the BMO show gets quietly shelved after the Paramount merger.
And then like the big Patrick Belly has like Marceline Bubblegum show side quests and like the movie in it still. You took my only food.
It is gonna be crazy when I'm gonna be like 29 and I have to watch the BMO preschooler show. And like
for all its lore tidbits.
Yeah.
Oh man, imagine being 29. I can't imagine.
You don't have to imagine, Rosa.
Why?
Yeah. The OKKO fans are mere peasants. In another world, man, freaking in another damn world.
OKKO.
Sometimes I wake up sad, remembering like what happened to OKKO.
It's just
like,
unfair.
Genuinely.
It's just so unfair.
It's just, I know, it's unfair. It really is.
It's I don't. It's absurd. Fucking Donald Trump is like a part of the story for the reason that show got canceled.
Yeah, and he's got to be part of the reason probably why some other shows get canceled now.
Yeah,
I would love to work on a show like OKKL. I want to be the other queer person to like design women in that show.
No,
the other one.
That
bangers of characters.
That show, we'll get to like what we watched play thing in a second. I just want to say that show to me is like a lot of the way, it's like kind of the last bastion of like my era of Cartoon Network. I think like very like board driven, like artist driven, like just like people kind of trying to like make each other like kind of laugh with like behind the scenes, like kind of energy to it. Like I think that show to me is like the grand finale of like my time with like Cartoon Network.
No focus testing, no demographics, just pure toony vibes.
Just pure toontastic vibes.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm
gonna pure two-tastic vibes.
Yes.
Hey.
I'm gonna transition to what we watched or played this week with this. I also have it as a news topic.
Get it?
But I also have it as this to make it easier. Minions and Monsters! Who saw Minions and Monsters in theaters?
Okay, everybody here, raise your hand if you saw Minions and Monsters in theaters.
I didn't.
I
have one question.
Yeah?
You think Pete will really be into like Dort romantically?
You can't bring this up before we even talk about the movie.
I don't even know who Dort is yet.
We got to queue up Dort, right, Ryan? You and me, we watched it, right?
We did. Us too. We watched cinema's newest movie, Minions and Monsters.
Rosa, Nick the Cryptid, why don't you all take a seat, and we're gonna tell you a story about a minion named James.
All right.
You're on the Universal Tram Tour right now, by the way.
Yes.
Yeah. Back in it again.
Yeah. So, Minions and Monsters, the latest installment in the Minions / Despicable Me franchise, has hit theaters like a week ago now. We've eaten the meal, and now we've watched the movie, Ryan and I.
Yes.
Leading up to this movie, it was actually getting like crazy good reception.
Yes.
It had like an 80 something on Rotten Tomatoes, I think.
It was I think I don't know if it is anymore, but at the time I think it was their highest like Rotten Tomatoes score from Illumination.
Wow. Yeah. And I was, even beyond that, I was like hearing fun buzz about the movie, like people saying like, "Oh, this is a delightful love letter to the golden age of like Hollywood cinema." And I'm like, really? Okay.
Yeah, so
the Minions.
I guess for context, real quick, Minions and Monsters is at 89%. on Rotten Tomatoes right now. If you want some context for like their other movie this year, the Super Mario Galaxy movie is sitting at 42%.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think about how Kelsey told me that if they watch that movie, it will make them sad because that's not the Mario they grew up with. That's not the dog
Mario.
they knew.
Yeah. Yeah. But leading up to this new Minion movie, so, I mean, Ryan, I would crown you kind of as like one of the biggest Minion enthusiasts in my life.
I'm kind of like a Minions mom a little bit, yeah.
Yeah, like specifically the Minions, and like the Minion films.
Yes.
Starring, we had Minions in 2015, then we had Minions: The Rise of Gru in like 2020 something. Starring Kevin, Bob, and Stewart.
Yes, the big three.
And the big three. And there was a bit of a controversy. There's a bit of controversy, and you can go back on this show. We've talked about it on this show. That Kevin, Bob, and Stewart, in the lead up to Rise of Gru, we found out they were not going to be the leads of this film. We'd be following a completely different tribe of minions. And so leading up to this movie, there was so much marketing for this. Like, they had the Wendy's meal. We talked about like the Universal tram tour we went on. They kept like finding excuses to like show 2-second clips of this movie.
James the Minion.
Yes, they all had James the Minion. We kept seeing James. We saw like a giant statue replica of James the Minion and Irene, the giant orange goo monster.
Yes.
And honestly, like, I'll say this, Ryan. Like, I was kind of getting like industry plant vibes, honestly. Like,
a little bit,
I don't know if I was feeling. I wasn't feeling James the Minion. I was like, who is this like self-insert minion with like special hair
and blue eyes?
And blue eyes and like colorful like paint on his fingers. Like, oh, I don't know. They're really trying to win us over with this James character. I don't know. But you know, that being said, I was seeing like positive buzz about the movie. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to get my ticket to the theater and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to watch Minions and Monsters.
Yes.
With an open mind and just see what all the buzz is about. And you know, what was all the buzz about? What is our evaluation as true viewers of Minions and Monsters?
It's like, I don't know how to put this. It's like, I don't think you're gonna sit down and watch this and like have your entire world rock. You're not about to like watch like the next animated masterpiece or anything. But I think if you watch this, you'll probably be surprised by like how enjoyable it is. I think it is very shockingly like really just like, cute and enjoyable. I think is a good way to put it. It's very earnest. It feels like earnest. It's just a funny thing to say about a Minions movie. It feels more earnest about itself than like a lot of like Illumination's output, I think.
Yes. Yeah, I think something that plagues a lot of Illumination movies is this need to be really broad.
Yes.
And like the kind of characters you get are like, I don't know, the pig mom from Sing. Like, oh, she's a mom and she's like busy. She's trying to raise her kids. Isn't this so relatable? Moms in the audience. They do the same thing in the Grinch movie too.
Yes.
Cindy Lou Who's mom.
There's no moms in this movie.
Like awesome. Oh, moms get it done. We did a whole mega review of the Mario Galaxy movie. How we kind of like a complaint we had about that is how like it didn't really feel like there were any like personal character stories about it.
No, not at all.
But I will say, Minions and Monsters, James the Minion, I'm gonna say it right now on the record. I apologize for any slander that I've put on your name. Any misjudgments I've made of your character, I take them back. Because I was actually really like weirdly invested in like the character journey of this minion named James.
Yeah.
Like I think at the core of this story, there's like an actual like emotional kind of journey that you can go on with this specific minion character that kind of feels like there's a through line throughout the whole movie that's kind of about this.
Yes. There's kind of this idea this movie's about like not really fitting in with the pack and like kind of breaking out of the pack, and they kind of contextualize that via like James' love of like filmmaking is kind of the way they kind of tie it together, I would say. And it's funny. It's funny
and
to
it's
say
very
this.
specific.
Yeah, it's funny to say this again. James the Minion has more of like a story going on than anyone in the Mario Galaxy movie. Like genuinely, earnestly.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I like
familiar with your game, James.
I like the fact that like this movie is very specifically about like the early age of Hollywood.
Yes.
When like black and white cinema, like the dawn of like what are they called, speakies, like the first like movies released with like sound.
Yeah,
it's like a big kind of era that it pays tribute to.
It's a very explicit plot point in this movie that like the shift to like sound film happens. And the Minions lose like work because of that, because they can't speak properly. It's like the history of film is like actually part of this movie's plot, which I thought was like cute and novel.
I love the opening credits of this movie too. They like they recreate a lot of like old, like really old, like classic cinema. Like they do the like the first, I think it's like the first like footage ever filmed of the guy on the horse.
Yes.
But with like minions riding like elephants and like zebras and stuff. They do the thing with the rocket and the moon. That old classic.
Yeah.
I should know these off the top. We should get Lou in here. She probably knows all these off the top of her head. That freaking cinemaniac.
There's a lot of stuff like that in this movie, which I thought was very cute. There's stuff like that, and there's not a single needle drop in this entire movie. Not even during the credits. There's not a single like licensed song that plays at any point in this movie, which feels again very novel for the studio, combined with like the fact that like if it's referencing anything, it's like 1920s, 30s like movies. It does. It feels again. This feels like something. It feels like something like the people behind this like movie kind of wanted to make more so compared to usual, which I think makes it fairly novel for like this.
It feels
studio.
It feels like there was kind of a personal touch to the story of James, because like a big thing, like you also see his sketchbook a lot. Like he's drawing pictures constantly of the minions.
Yes,
and I want to say, I don't know if it's a specific artist, but like his art style is very much something I've seen in a lot of like minion like concept art. I don't know if it's like Pierre Coffin specifically. Someone will probably know. Someone will probably correct me about this. Someone who knows more about like behind the scenes Illumination crew stuff.
Yes.
But no, I really like that. I watched it with my non-binary friend named Soup.
Yes, full name.
And he was genuinely like, he was like so charmed by this. Like he kept going like, oh, he was like so.
They're cuter in this.
They are adorable. Like James the Minion is kind of adorable in this.
I feel like
I will give that to
they
him.
don't do it like a lot of like. I feel like the minions in this are like it's such a funny thing to say about minions. They're a bit more subdued in this, like a little bit. I don't think they're like there's not a lot of like burp fart like loud humor in this. They very much kind of it's in there like there's butts in here and stuff. You know, fun for the whole family. They very much try to like play into like kind of like silent film comedy kind of routine with them a bit more in this, which I
there's
think
a lot
is
of fun
endearing.
gags.
Yes,
more so than like there's no like we don't have which one was the horny minion? There's no like horny minions.
Stuart?
Really in this. Stuart, yeah. I think maybe we see like a minion butt, but I'd say like it's like a non-sexualized minion butt.
Non-sexualized minion butt.
Yeah,
I'm very glad.
You know what I'm talking about.
I'm very glad they keep up the gag and the minions kill all their bosses. That's like one of the gags. The first one I think does actually work pretty well. So they just keep accidentally murdering everyone.
Yeah, honestly,
they work for.
Yeah, I thought this movie was like it had good jokes. I mean, something that like is good about the Minion movies is that they are very purely like comedy focused.
Yes.
Which I really like. And it's a good bit of focus to have.
Yes.
I think. And this is like in terms of story, like I feel like this was a pretty relative like to most other Illumination movies.
There's an A and there's an A and a B plot. There's an A and a B plot, and that's it. Which is impressive for them.
right, yeah. And I was a fan of the comedy. My non-binary friend Soup is pointing this out in the chat that there was one joke that like really got me. Like I laughed like really loud at. It was the Citizen Kane joke. You know the one, Ryan.
Yes.
It's because they're doing a whole montage where it's like when they first add sound to movies and like the minions, they can't talk. So it's kind of them like flubbing famous scenes from cinema, and they do the whole like Rosebud scene where he drops the snow globe. But instead of saying Rosebud, he says poop, and I was just like, it was so pitch perfect though. Like they built up so heavily to that. Yes, they knew that, like, all right, we're gonna screw this scene. Like, you already were established in this montage. Like, you knew something stupid was coming, but it was just like waiting for what specifically it was. And I think that is just the most bluntly, just like brainless, like potty mouth humor that you could have had in that moment. It was sincerely hilarious.
Yeah, I think one of the we're talking about like, they'll be like more like subdued and like cute in this movie. There's like a non-verbal minion in this movie who speaks exclusively in sign language. That's like kind of like a novel thing for them to do with these like characters. It
was like they didn't even like. There wasn't even like a reason for it. It was just something that they did, like which I liked. It was just a nice little bit of like minion representation.
Yeah, it's cute. It's very cute. I will say, if there's a thing of this movie I think is kind of weak, the monsters part of this Minions and Monsters I think is like honestly the weaker part of the movie. Goomy is cute. I think Goomy is like fun and cute. The two big guys though are like the Bobby Moynihan blue guy. I don't think I remember a single line from him. He just has like one joke.
Right. That was kind of the aspect of the movie that felt the most like Illumination, just kind of like throwing stuff at the wall.
It kind of feels like someone came in, so like you need to have like something happen in the second half, right? Like
right. I was laughing at Goomy though.
Goomy's cute,
of course, by Trey Parker. Yeah. I liked his voice was just funny to me.
Yeah, you know.
Now you need a monster for your movie.
Yeah, that's how he talks.
Couldn't words too. Trey Parker is very much doing like an actual voice here, which is not always common.
Your movie.
He kept saying the way he says "movie" in this.
Your movie. If you want a monster for your movie.
And you know what? I'll give credit where it's due. When the monster stuff starts, it's also when the robot stuff happens. And you know what? Dort the robot is the fucking goat.
Yeah,
man,
I've been seeing Dort on TikTok a lot.
I'm not surprised.
Romantic edits of him.
Dort's got a yeah, that's not surprising at all. What a charming character. So Dort is another one I think that I need to issue like sincere apology to.
We didn't know.
We didn't know. We didn't freaking know. Because a few months ago, we kind of covered the infamous Minions and Monsters leak, where like the entire audio of a cut of this movie was just leaked online.
Mm-hmm.
And so we read like this live on this show descriptions of this movie's plot just based on only the audio, and it sounded completely incoherent. And I'm sure like the movie has definitely changed since that leak in some fashion.
Yeah.
But I think it's also just a testament to the way Dort is like designed and animated. I think does so much for the charm of this character.
Yes.
Because seeing it in action, like the Dort subplot, is so endearing. So he's specifically a send up to kind of like
he's Gort. He's specifically based on Gort from The Day the Earth Stood Still.
Right. So he's kind of like a sci-fi B movie, like really cheesy special effects kind of homage. Like the joke of him is that he seems to be clearly like a guy in a robot suit.
Yes.
But he never claims otherwise. And perhaps maybe there is, more to this character than we realize. He has a whole romantic subplot where he meets a human women's suffragette who's protesting for women's rights.
Yes, the Minions do join the women's right movement in this movie.
Yes, which is so amazing. That people, let me just say, as an aside, people are like constantly trying to like drag the Minions in the mud, saying like, "Oh, the Minions would have like been in World War II.
they would have served like the German National Socialist Party. They would have been like causing human suffering. Like no, those are not my little yellow goats. My little yellow goats are standing up for the rights of all humans.
That's beautiful.
Yes. But yes, Dort, really, like, I love the way he's, like, played. He's played by Jesse Eisenberg.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's very much, like, he's doing, like, a great character kind of voice.
Yeah. I kind of said that about Trey Parker earlier. Jesse's also putting on, like, an actual, like, voice for this, which is nice.
Yeah. And the way he's animated, he's, like, I don't even know how to describe it. If you see in the movie, the way he's got kind of like a stiff movement about him. But it's really fun. He's got kind of like the appeal of having a character who doesn't really have a face, but they have kind of like he's got like this visor with like a single like
they do a lot with that
eyeball light. Yeah. Really great character. I love what Nintendo said earlier too. Freaking another Nintendo. This is like one of our.
It's the Nintendo episode.
This is the Nick special today.
Yeah.
He said that like Dort was so good that he redeemed like a disposable Despicable Me side plot. Because in some sense, a lot of what happens with Dort doesn't really have anything to do with a lot of the other story until the very end.
Yeah, it keeps like the like kind of like old movie vibe of this movie going. Like he's based on like kind of like old movie robot, like from the day the Earth stood still. So like that vibe kind of keeps going. But like ultimately, it isn't like the most important thing in the world. But like it does tie together at the end. And Dort is like so fun and charming. It, like barely matters. Like apparently it's like I don't know. I'm thinking about like what are the 5 side plots of Despicable Me like 4 were like I don't know, the one where like Gru's wife becomes like a hairdresser. Like who cares? Like kind of thing, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, just really...
last thing we'd talk about though, I think though.
I still want to ask.
Oh yeah.
Oh what? Oh, on the topic of Dort.
Yeah. You think Pete would be really into Dort?
Pete, our good friend Pete, lover of Easter eggs.
Yeah. Someone a friend came to me and actually, hey, would Pete be into Dort? Because there's just a lot of sexy art of Dort out there. So.
Well, I don't usually swing that way, but give me a bit. I can see if I'm feeling up to the task.
Sorry, did that satisfy the bit, Rosa?
I guess that's what Steven wanted.
Steven?
Yeah, I have a friend named Steven.
Shout out to Rosa's friend named Steven.
You're also mutual friends with him. Yeah, you're mutual friends with him.
Steven?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna type his name on Discord so no one can bother him.
Okay.
All right. One more thing about this movie before we move on to like let you two talk about what you watched for this week. I want to talk about the credits of this movie. The big lore big lore reveal. Let's talk about this. Let's get into this. So in the credits, our goats, Kevin, Stuart, and Bob return in the credits, and they find the magic book. And in this
magic book that the minions and Monsters use to summon the monsters, so it's kind of like,
they transform Gru, young baby Gru's dog, into the horrible beast dog he has in the movies. Now, what does that mean?
Kyle?
Kyle, I think. Now, what does that mean?
I was surprised to see that. We finally got the origin of Gru's horrible dog.
The epic origin story.
I never assumed like how because this is a character that's in all the Despicable Me movies. It was never too prominent. Honestly, bordering on forgettable, I'd say.
Yes.
Gru's dog Kyle. But no, now we know that it's the result of like a horrific hex that was placed on an innocent animal. So now he's just been immortalized as this like scornful beast. So yeah,
So something to keep in mind.
I was happy to see Kevin, Bob, and Stuart though. I wasn't expecting that. That was a nice little.
There's two other things
surprise.
in the credits happen here. Our goats James and Henry from this movie also appear in the credits, but they have Gru overalls on. Like they have the Gru symbol on their overalls, even though they're part of a separate tribe. Now, what does that mean? Does Gru find them at some point? You think?
I think they do. The Minion tribes do converge at some point.
Okay.
I think that would be the implication.
They need to have like the Despicable Me 5 needs to like send the girls to summer camp and have like the big like Minions crossover event, like all the different like Minions they've established in the lore over the year finally come together to defeat like an evil villain together. Like, I think that's what the fans want.
James and Henry and Kevin and Bob and Stuart
and the Mega Minions
and the Mega Minions, right?
All come together.
We have enough for like a whole Minion like sitcom here.
They also show Gru's baby daughter with Bob the Minion. I think they keep those two streams separate. This is the first time we've seen the big two of youngest sibling Minion characters finally interact, which is huge.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that'd be like a new thing for the girls. Maybe the girls should like interact with like the big three of Minions more often. Like maybe that would like be like a new thing.
I don't even know what they think about the Minions.
They like them. I know in Despicable Me 2, when Kevin the Minion from Minions, who appears in Despicable Me 2 also, gets like cured of like evil Minion, she goes, Kevin! Like she's happy to see him. Maybe that's what they need to explore more. Like they need to have the girls like spend time with the Minions more often. Like they kind of like run to a wall with like the girls and Gru because they don't care anymore. Maybe like if the girls interact
they're having the girls going off doing something that nobody cares about.
Yeah, you gotta
like,
have
that
them
has nothing to do with anything.
Like maybe if like Agnes, the little baby Minion, was hanging out with Bob, the actual Minion. What the? Sorry. What the? Sorry. Sorry. My audio like exploded real quick. Sorry about that. My computer was being hacked that I was talking about Minions.
Oh no. I didn't even hear
it. Yes. But Nick and Rosa, do you want to talk about real quick what you watched or played this week before we like start wrapping up?
Yeah. I recently replayed Crow Country. I was watching our good friend Kelsey play through Crow Country, and it inspired me to want to play through it again. During the last session we had, I went through it and then just beat it within like under 4 hours. So yeah, that game is like now my Luigi Mansion. Like when I want to play a short game and see how well I can do in the run. It's still as great as it was when I played it 2 years ago. It looks great. It was pretty neat, like doing like the extra challenge of like finding the crystal crow. The visuals are always like amazing, and the designs are like grueling and gnarly. It's really neat. I just like how it looks. It's very inspiring, and knowing that apparently that studio has like a lot of different kind of genres and looks to their games, it's just really impressive. They have another game coming out. I think it was called Mermaid something.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well,
that's Crow Country.
Be careful,
Mermaid Mouth.
I saw you eating like evil like poisonous mushrooms in that game the other day. You got to be careful.
Yeah. That's like from a puzzle that's like evil, because you kind of assume like you're only supposed to eat the safe one, but no, that's like a challenge to your S+ run.
Uh-oh, looks like you grabbed the wrong mushroom.
Literally, there's no wrong mushroom. Eat all of it. Survive.
All right.
What about you, our dear friend Nick? Did you watch or play anything this week?
Well, aside from Adventure Time, I was playing Rhythm Heaven, the new
Yes.
Rhythm Heaven.
Yes, I've been playing that too. Yes.
That's been very fire.
What do y'all think of that one?
I think it's awesome.
I like it.
The more I play it and the more I think about it, the more I like it. I definitely rushed through it initially because I just wanted to see all the games. But now that I can go back and do the perfects and stuff, I'm really liking it even more than I was before. So That's been cool. And then I just barely started playing Star Fox as well. That's going to be my next thing.
Ooh, nice. No, I haven't played the new one. I started playing the old one when they announced the new one again. Because that's like an old game I've had. I had that on the N64.
It takes me back, man. Yeah, they don't make games anymore, man. You know what I'm saying?
They don't make games anymore in general. You're right.
Yeah.
At all, even a little bit. Yeah, I've been playing that one too. It's a lot of fun. I like a lot of the new songs they have. I like Alien Alphabet. That's what I really like. Yeah, no, it's a lot of fun. I'm working on getting all the perfects now. P for perfect.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Good luck.
All right.
There's a lot to do in that one too, which is surprising. It's got like a
I know. I have to do that whole like RPG side mode thing too.
Yes,
I only did one of those
open
chapters.
world role playing experience.
Well, it's not open world. It's just like a little RPG mode. But yeah, there's like cute like that.
Okay.
They got women in this game.
They do.
Sweet.
Before we move on to fan art, do we want to take a few questions real quick? There's some good ones in here
Take a
tonight.
couple questions.
Yeah,
Why not?
this is from Professor Bad Vibes. This is what I almost made a topic tonight, but I decided maybe not to. But it seems like you want to hear about this. From Professor Bad Vibes, why did Moana live action remake bomb at the box office? Please speculate. So yeah, I don't know if you've heard about this. Moana, the live action remake, has opened to the I think lowest or second lowest opening of any of these Disney live action remakes ever. It is doing really not great. It is underperforming, which is interesting to me for two reasons. One, I just assumed these were always going to do good forever no matter what. I just assumed like, well, I guess they're just going to do good forever no matter what, so who cares? And
Right.
two, I think it's interesting because Moana is in particular really popular with families. It is, I think it's like the most watched like movie on Disney Plus. So like families really like Moana. But it seems they have not shown up for this one, which I guess half surprised about and half happy about. I guess selfishly, right? Like,
I might speculate that it might be because this one had almost nothing going for it. Like even a little. Like, I think with some of the other ones, you can argue like. Something like Lilo and Stitch, or I don't know, Lion King, or Beauty and the Beast. Those are movies that I think have come out by now, like such a long time ago.
Yes.
That it's kind of like a faded memory for a lot of people. So when we're making a new version of this, it's kind of an excuse to rewatch it while also participating in like a cinematic event. Whereas, and also it helps that those are also like 2D animated, and it's just like a bigger jump.
Yes.
To go from like 2D to live action. And also, like with Moana, so that was a recent movie.
Very
it was
recent.
already CGI. So like this live action movie is also largely CGI. So it's really like stylistically similar but uglier.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
So it kind of gives you, and it's also like it's so popular on Disney Plus that I think that might be working against it. Like if there's
I was thinking that too. Yeah.
If it's not giving you something, if it's not giving you anything like particularly new to look at, and it's so recent, then even the fact that it's like on Disney Plus, like there's like not really any reason to go out to see it. I guess.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
I was going to say I have to wonder how many kids just don't even care because the trailers are like really gloomy and like not exciting looking at all comparatively. Yeah. And then like the parents like, well, I have this movie on the streaming service we're already paying for. Why bother going to the theater for this kind of situation? Like I almost feel like you said, the fact it's so similar is working against it. It's not old enough to be nostalgic yet. So like people are going like, oh, my childhood's coming to life. Like most of these kind of trying to run eye on. Like it's like not the kids who grow up like on Moana are like barely turning parent age right now, I would say. It's like not.
I don't think they're having. I think most of them aren't even having kids anytime soon.
Yeah, a lot of those kids probably aren't having kids right now. It's just like there's like not. they're too early for the nostalgia boat. Moana's too popular like on Disney Plus right now, I think, for like parents to really care. It's like, okay, well, my kid can just watch this on Disney Plus, and they've seen it a million times. So like,
yeah, I've already seen. They've probably most families have seen this movie like 8 times like this week already.
With this movie in particular, because this, like we said, this one is so ridiculously popular on streaming from what we've heard. And then, like you said, again, like I have to imagine kids who are seeing the shows for this is like not really thinking about it because it's just not a very colorful movie. It's not a very exciting movie. I'm thinking about like I don't know, I'm thinking of like just a few other like kids movie, like family movies out right now. Like you think of like Toy Story. There's like fun, wacky toy characters on the screen.
Yeah,
thinking of like
Minions, obviously.
Yeah, there's like kooky Minions running around. There's like, what about this is like gonna like drive a kid to be like, I have to see this to like their parent, I guess.
Yeah, what did Dwayne The Rock Johnson tell the Disney shareholders at that meeting that convinced them that this was a good idea? Because it's kind of transparent now that this is just purely a vanity project for him.
Yeah, incredibly so, yes.
And it has essentially literally like nothing else going for it that would draw anyone in.
Jermaine Clements is in this movie again as Maui, as Tamatoa, and he just does the same performance again, but like clearly less enthused about it. It's really just such a weird thing to do, like remake a movie. This movie's like Moana was 2016, right? That was the year it came out.
Yes, yeah. So it's like barely. It's not even a decade yet. It was like November of 2016.
Yeah, I'm double checking. Yeah, this movie is not even 10 years old yet. Like it is only 9 years old. That is an absurdly short turnaround for like a remake for this. Like you usually wait. I mean, in a proper world, it'd be never, but usually for these, they wait like at least like 20 years or something. It is kind of absurd. They did this so soon, and it's very clear they just did it partially because Dwayne The Rock Johnson probably like wanted them to do it, and then partially because they probably like, oh, the streaming numbers for this are really good, and everyone will show up for anything Moana related. I have to wonder to some degree if the sequel caused any fatigue a little bit too, because I know the sequel was not particularly well received, and I wonder if kids watched it and like were bored of it, and parents really like thought about that. Like, well, this wasn't that long ago, and they were kind of bored watching that one in the theaters.
Yeah.
I wanted to point out or mention, just like when watching the Moana trailer, I think about the moment where they try to recreate like when Maui like throwing Moana off the boat and then she's just put back by the ocean. It's just kind of like sad to look at because
it's a very sad looking movie.
Yeah.
Right. Like that scene, it's a lot more hilarious and visually charming in the original because you could just clearly see like the water, like the way the water drops her off, the emotion and the body movement. But here it's so muddled.
Yeah,
right. It's so muddled. Like everything's falling apart. You can't even see what's happening. It's like
yeah.
Oh boy.
No, that's what
Studios
I mean.
This comment, I like this comment. Studios are going to start being scared of Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
I
really wonder.
Yeah,
I'm thinking the same thing too. Because this is kind of his second big like vanity project that is completely flopped.
Yeah, because Black Adam was a complete disaster. This is bombed now. Both of those, like you said, were very much vanity projects for him specifically. Like I wonder.
Yeah, it seemed like
if he's
until now, he was a guy like studio heads would just listen to. It seems like he could just kind of he could just have people listen to him and just do what he wanted. That I don't know if that's gonna last after this.
Yeah, I wonder if like we're gonna see the end of like the Dwayne The Rock Johnson like vanity project, I suppose. Like he can't really like command like films like he used to anymore.
Yeah, which like, you know, why should he? Honestly, like why should one person just be like, I want to make this movie where I'm the coolest guy ever.
I think he's beat it, yeah.
Strong and awesome.
It's like he could ask people to put in movies where he's the coolest guy ever, not be the one directing them.
Yeah, I guess he's just gonna go back to being an actor and not much more, I suppose. Like he can't really.
Oh, poor guy. He has to audition for movies again now. Doesn't anyone want me in their movie? Don't you need like a really like buff bald guy who maybe gets like sweaty and runs around a jungle? Maybe. Please.
One more question here from Angular. I don't know if you have all heard about this, but I have, and it's so weird. I want to hear your opinion on this. So
Okay.
they're doing a full Blu-ray release of Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated, which is the Scooby-Doo show they did around the 2010s, like that's more story-based, a bit darker. You probably remember it, yes. They're doing a Blu-ray release of it, which is neat. One of the bonus features is commentary on select episodes, not from anyone who worked on the show. It's from Matt Hargreaves and Andy Clift from Eddsworld.
What?
Matt Hargreaves
What?
and Andy Clift from Eddsworld.
Do you know why? Because nobody
What?
seems to know why. Not even the people who did the commentary seem to know why.
Hello there, lads. Today we're going to be taking a look at Scooby-Doo.
Do you think they've even watched the show? Is this going to be like their live reaction to it?
Like have they like tweeted before, like, oh, this is like a big inspiration for us. We love this show. Why are they on this? Like, I just like
Eddsworld is not even like
all I know is now I have to buy this thing.
right out of like
Like,
pure
what?
fascination.
What are they gonna say? Like, oh, I love this episode. I'm a big fan of this one. Pretty good.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of one of the Eddsworld's episodes we did. Like, it's not even like a similar show in any way.
No, it's like maybe if they got them for like, I don't know, like Smiling Friends or Simpsons or something. Like, okay, that maybe is like I get it a little bit more.
I felt like I don't know,
Like
something I'd want like an indie like Newgrounds animator's perspective on maybe.
yeah, why is he on Why are they getting him for Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated? I'm so.
Was Matthew Lillard busy?
Did they get their match?
Was anyone
confused?
involved in the show busy? It's maybe this is just the state of like DVD bonus features where it's just such an afterthought that like they just turn to like whoever they just knew. Maybe whoever was like putting this together just happened to know these people, and they just decided to call them up. Like, do you want to do something? Do you want to like add some dollar value to this product?
Yeah, I don't know. I've done research. Nobody's really talking about this because it's like a Blu-ray release of like Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. It's like it's not like something a ton of people are thinking about. I need someone to like talk about this. Like why are guys from Eddsworld on this?
Well, maybe if you want to hear some guys talking about this, maybe that's a perfect excuse to buy the Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated full series DVD,
Maybe
Blu-ray.
it's just so I don't know. Like imagine like you bought like I don't know like the Courage the Cowardly Dog Blu-ray set, and like Jade Animations is doing like a commentary track for it.
Yeah, maybe that's what we need to be doing. Like, just getting random like, because like indie animation is the future, right? Like
yes,
they're the only ones like that the people will listen to anymore. They're the only ones who command respect. So we need to get us on like the DVD for. It has to be something that we've never talked about.
What about Cow and Chicken?
Like,
I was gonna say if we get on the DVD track for like Cow and Chicken.
True. We could do that, or we could do like I don't know, freaking some like Teletoon cartoon.
I would say Being Ian or something.
Yeah, let's get us on Being Ian. The DVD the DVD commentary for Being Ian.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we'll just be like, I've never watched just us watching the show live for the first time, trying to like follow along.
I don't know anything about this guy. You know, a little bit.
We'll point at Steve Wolfhard's name in the opening credits and say like, oh, you worked on Adventure Time.
We could do it one for Mike and Melissa instead.
Nah,
You're doing like the part like, yeah, we're not gonna be doing that.
You're constantly trying to like. You one day it'll work. One day saying Mike and Melissa over and over. One day I'll one day I'll open my eyes and realize I'm accidentally watching Mike and Melissa with you.
It'll work by accident. I think it'll work. It just gotta wait for Ed. Not Ed. I meant Soup.
Soup?
Yeah, Soup. Soup said he wanted to see it.
All right. I'm clearing the screen. We're gonna cover some fan art at the end of the show here.
Fan art.
We got some fan art. All right.
We got some fan art?
We do. We just got some fan art. We just got some fan art. We just got some fan art. You put it in the Discord. This one's actually not from the Discord. This one is from the Art Pal on Blue Sky. It is of us in Adventure Time side quests with the
Oh my God.
mushrooms.
This is incredible.
I love this. This is awesome.
Wait, when was this drawn? There's
Tonight.
a Nick versus Nick. Was this
What?
Yeah.
just drawn just now?
Yes.
Nick the Cryptid, look here. Look, you're in this.
Yeah, there we go.
The big
Nick
two.
versus
It's the Nick off.
It's the Nick off. Wait, we should have like Nick, you and Nick should have like your own like Nick thing.
I mean,
The
well,
Nick-
yeah, we'll talk about Nickelodeon.
Of course. There you go. The Nick out. Nicking
Nick out.
The triple Nick.
Yes.
All right, and I'm observing some of these because we skipped it last time for the live action one because it was just too difficult to do. I'm gonna send
It
this
was
one.
too hot in the room.
Yeah, I'm gonna send this to the Discord. We didn't do this one like
Okay.
in an episode ever. This is new, right?
Oh yeah, no, I don't think we did.
Okay,
Just
good.
start- yeah.
Yes, this is from. We got the name again. Sorry, I was saying this in Discord first, and then I'll say the name. This
What
is
am I drinking?
this is from
Or eating?
Grim in the
Oh.
Startcast Discord. It is the Start Cafe meal with ribbity chocolate mint, milk with chocolate glasses, paint your canvas pancake, topped with berry sauce and decorative paintbrush, and pilky strawberry cupcake with cookie tail.
Ooh.
Looks delicious.
Now that's yummy. That's yummy stuff.
Of course I get the pancakes. Is this because I was yelling about pancake portions always being way too big at restaurants?
You did this to yourself. This is like
I did.
this is
I did.
this is a really funny lineup. This is just like dessert. This is 3 desserts.
Mhm.
Yeah, we're sweet people. We're just very sweet. We're
That's
sweet.
true.
We're nice. We're nice people. We're sweet.
There's secrets about me.
No, this is great. I love this. Thank you so much. This is so cute. This is from our friend Ewan in the Discord. Here's us in the style of a modern 3D platform cartoon game remake.
Oh no.
Oh wait, I think this is should we be showing this on screen? I think this is confidential.
Hey, this is a
Footage.
teaser.
Okay, we'll do like a fake like Tom Holland at the press junket, like quote unquote leaking
Oh my
details about the new movie. Like, oh no, wait, you guys, you weren't supposed to see the Ready to Starcast recasted concept art. No. Oh, well, I guess now that it's out there, I guess it's out there now. Oh, have at it, fans.
It's really good.
There's a lot about this one, but I think specifically Seep's eyes with the square eyebrows on top of them
Yes, the chunky square eyebrows.
are really good. Well,
I like how faded my eyes look. Like you could actually see like the eyes and irises.
oh my god, they're still there, yeah. They can't be too stylized.
Right. I think what's even funny is like it's
Yeah.
like I don't think my eyes are supposed to actually be completely white.
I just got
Nah, it's like
Something.
yeah.
I just saw I just oh god.
Yeah.
It's really funny. Like, okay, this is like if like in the later remake they misinterpret like the point of the eyes. Like it's not.
No,
supposed to
it's
be,
like they
cast in the
model
tail.
on like white
Yeah.
eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get what you're
Like,
saying.
oh, the eyes are white, right? No, it's just covered by the hair.
I also just got the joke of me and Seep's mono eye being removed.
Right.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
our beautiful soulful mono eyes. Well, from
We got a
one
little tiny nose bridge now.
beautiful redesign to another, here's a
Oh.
drawing from our dear friend Angular of us as the cow and chicken gang. But I mean, what else is there to say about this one? It's just really good.
Your udder is just like protruding from your clothes. It's like you have an udder pocket.
Oh, Big Brother, I love when you start the podcast so much. I love when you talk about cartoon characters with their big butts farting.
I will say the Pilk Demon as Red Guy is a very inspired decision.
Right.
Once they get you guys to do the commentary for Cow and Chicken, I will buy that Blu-ray.
Thank you.
We should.
Thank you.
Let us on there. I think we should be.
Yeah.
Chicken Seeps like thumbs up. It's like he's like being reassuring.
I like how like the little gillet in here, whatever it is, it's just still red.
Hey, is it pretty cool?
Oh, my waddle and my comb.
Right.
This is from Deef in the Discord. It is fan art for Seep's Culinary Corner, previously known as Niall's Culinary Corner.
Oh, look at this. You know what? On the topic of Seep's Culinary Corner, I have a bit of a Culinary Corner update.
Okay.
Right now.
Yeah, you know it's on screen.
I wanted to share. This isn't a formal segment of the show, but I have some kind of, honestly, I'm just gonna be blunt. It's not great news in the world of Seep's Culinary Corner.
Yes.
Right now. So fans might recall, in one of my famous segments of the show, I talked about eating the He-Man meal at Denny's.
Oh no.
And I actually did. I did actually finally see the He-Man movie today. It's somehow still in theaters, and I saw it today.
Yes.
So I got to see like the epic scenes that inspired the delicious meals. And one day, this was like a week ago, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Soup messaged me saying it's gone. And I was like, what? And he sent a picture. Let me actually find the actual picture of this. Like, Soup, like, forward it to me, like, bump it up if you can. So I can get it while I'm talking. I should have had this queued and ready. But he sends me a picture of the sign of this specific Denny's. Which was notable, because I told a story about how I had, like, an encounter with the waiter who was, like, really friendly with me and, like, really trying to get on my good side.
Yes.
And he was, like, really nice. And he gave me, like, a free, like Fanta soda float because I was wearing an orange soda shirt. Oh my god. Okay, I have it right here. He sends me an image of the Denny's sign, left completely blank. Like, taken while he was driving. My non-binary friend named Soup. And yeah, we can indeed confirm that Denny's is no more.
That Denny's, what?
Dang.
It's closed.
Oh
like,
my god!
This happened like a few days after this happened. Like, it must have not even been like a week after we ate the Denny's meal that they removed this Denny. Yeah, like, here's the picture of it to confirm that it is indeed gone. And yeah, we kind of joked about it in that episode, like, oh, it'd be fun, like, what if I could, like, go back to that Denny's and, like, meet that waiter again? And, now I guess he's just now I guess he's just become one of those people that, you know, you meet in your life, you kind of have, like, a bit of a moment, and they stay in your memory, but you never quite rekindle. You kind of go your separate ways. You know what? Maybe he knew that it was closing down when he was interacting with us.
And he wanted one more smile.
Yeah, we were kind of like his last special customer.
Oh.
Yeah, so sorry to kind of end this segment on a sour note here.
Well, I have actually one more piece of fan art that I think will wrap. Once again, actually, thank you, D, for this. This is fantastic.
Oh yes, thank you so much. Sorry to supplement your glorious fan art with some terrible news.
But to like wrap it all back in happiness, here's some fan art of E-Curb, of Pete's famous bucket as a character from Deltarune. Do you like it?
What are the eyes supposed to imply?
What?
Is this freedom? Is this freedom for the bucket?
Yeah, I mean, it's like drinking it. Yeah.
Is this supposed to make me not want to? Wait, no, I'm sorry.
Wait for the episode where we actually get to talk about Deltarune.
I know, that's probably next week. I'll try to get on. I'm the only reason why no one here has been talking about it.
SMH.
Because I haven't played the dang game.
Yeah.
I have like 7 hours of Deltarune to get through before we can talk about it.
Beautiful queers.
I know. You talk about that plenty though, right? Come on.
I want to talk about the one specifically for Chapter 5.
Okay.
Nick, do you have
First mention of Delta in Chapter 5 this episode, by the way? Sorry.
Nick, do you have anything you want to promote before the show ends?
Yes.
Well, I would just like to say thank you guys for having me. This was really fun. If you want lots of cartoon informational content and reviews, check out Crown Cryptid on YouTube and TikTok. I'm on TikTok a lot now too.
Whoa.
You got to get with those kids.
On the talk.
Gotta get on that vertical short form content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can you stop waving that cum bucket in front of us?
No, thank you so much for being here. I knew you to be I was looking for guests, and I was like, we need someone who can like really talk deeply with us about Adventure Time side quests. And I did say like, well, we can't have another Nintendo episode. I feel like we just had him on this show, but somehow it became a Nintendo episode anyway.
Somehow Nintendo returned.
Yes, but no, thanks for being here. I had a great like pleasant. It was like we had a great like normal episode. I didn't get mad or anything, right?
No, you didn't get mad. Good job.
Yeah. No like gimmicks, no frills. It's just gonna be normal Starcast from here on out. Classic Starcast. No serialization. Maybe a few returning characters every now and then. Yeah,
it's really cool.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, is that everything then? Did we do everything? Is there anything else on our agenda? Let me get my piece of paper out here.
Oh yeah.
No, I think that covered everything.
All right. Well,
yeah.
I think
we got it all.
All right.
We were able to leave now.
Okay, let's all everyone get off of your seats and start walking off. Let's all. This is my feet walking away.
Bye, everybody.
Oh my God, Peter!